Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Matchday Live here on the Toon Review YouTube channel. My name is Paul, and as you can see, I am joined by Meow Mucker Billy Bob ahead of Newcastle United versus Leicester City at St James's Park. If you do enjoy the show today, guys, please give it the thumbs up. And, of course, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please do subscribe. You do have to be a subscriber to be part of the chat on a Matchday Live. So help us get towards 34,000 subscribers by hitting that subscribe button. And also the notification bell, which will let you know when we go live or whether we schedule in any videos. Also, you can support the channel in the usual two ways. First of all, by Super Chat, which is the $ at the bottom of the live comments. That will guarantee your comment to be read out live on the show. And, of course, memberships are also available, which is the join button just underneath me and Billy. And, of course, a massive thank you to our channel sponsor, Mamaroo Records, based in Whitley Bay. If you're ever around that area, pop into the town centre to see Steve. Music, vinyl, CDs, merchandise, sporting merchandise, all that type of lovely stuff. Gift cards, they do it all, guys. So please pop in and see him. Tell him you're a Toon Review viewer, and he will do you a very good deal. If you can't get into the shop itself, they are online. So pop on by using the link at the top of the description. And, of course, the link for our second channel, TTR Xtra, the home of football away from Newcastle United as well. So if you want to subscribe to that, we've got the Manchester Derby on there tomorrow as well. So some cracking stuff coming up. Good afternoon, Billy.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to the Magpie Massive out there in Viewerland.
The Magpie Massive, indeed. Well, let's get straight into it and have a look at the team lineup, shall we? This is how Newcastle United line up in no particular order. Dubravka starts in goal. Cher, Joe Linton, Tonali, Gordon, Isak, Hall, Livramento, Murphy, Byrne, and Bruno. On the bench, we have Vlachodimos, Trippier, Barnes, Target, Asula, Almiron, Kelly, Willock, and Longstaff, Billy.
Happy with the outfield 10, but the goalkeeper, no, I don't think he should be playing personally.
Yeah.
Bench looks pretty strong as well with Trippier, Barnes, Asula, Almiron, Kelly, Willock, Longstaff. Looks a fairly strong bench, so I'm quite happy. Yeah, apart from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I have to say, I mean, everybody was hoping Vlachodimos would play, but what did I say, Billy? What did I say?
Yeah, he's got his loyalties, hasn't he? I don't get it.
No, I don't get it either, but there you go. He is...
I'm disappointed that Miley's not on the bench, I've got to say.
Well, that's a bit of a funny one for me. I would have put Miley there, but obviously they've decided to go against that. Just the way it works, I guess. Leicester City, they line up with Hermansen in goal. Justin, Cody, Vestergaard, Christensen, Chowdhury, Skip, El Kanous, Mavadidi, McTeer, and Vardy, Billy.
Mavadidi's a huge, huge threat. Very good player. Very like Maxi. Very like him. Very unpredictable. Quick. Got tricks. I think they've gone for defensive setup. I think Chowdhury and Skip as the double pivot kind of is a little less attacking than if it would be if they had Buonanotte in there. So I think he's probably come with a low block. We should see if we can break them down or not.
Yeah, well, most of the opposition comes to St James's Park with a low block, Billy. So nothing surprising there. Let's have a few comments from you guys. Chris at Evermore's in the house. What the F does Target actually offer?
Dandruff.
Dandruff, yeah. The Crocodile says won't get too many complaints with our lineup. No, I think he's gone. I think it's as strong as possible apart from the goalkeeper. I don't think the goalkeeper is as strong as it could be, but we just have to take it and see how he performs today. George says money on Leicester to score first seems like a sofa bet or a safe bet. Sorry, a sofa bet. Safe bet. Did this other keeper not cost us £20 million? Says Terence.
Yep.
JT Toon says, why Dubravka, man? What's the point of signing other keepers if we're going to keep effing using them? It's a puzzling one to me. You know, I know at the end of the day, Vlachodimos was bought in simply because of PSR. We wouldn't have signed him if it wasn't for PSR. I think we all know that. But is he a better goalkeeper than Dubravka? I think so. But
why didn't we sign someone else from Forest then? If we had to sign someone for £20 million, why get into the goalkeeper? We already got 4 on the bench anyway, in the squad anyway.
Yeah.
Why not get, I don't know, right back, a left back, a right winger, maybe a second team right winger or a left winger, a one each, someone like that, anyone. Yeah. Why keeper?
It don't make any sense, mate. It don't make sense. let's have a look. James says, hey, everybody. Have a good stream, Paul and Billy O. Being honest, I'd rather play my 12-year-old little brother in goal than do. Wipe my hands of him since he left on loan to Man U. You're not the only one who feels like that, to be honest. Paul Guy says, God help us today. I wished I backed Leicester 2-0 yesterday. It might just come off. Billy, I'm actually confident we'll have these today. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I am just confident that we give them a stuffing today.
Yeah, I am as well, straight enough. I really am.
And I don't know listen, I don't know where that confidence is coming from, given how we've played lately. But I am confident.
Well, when we've had that lineup, the outfield lineup on the pitch before, we performed well. So I'm confident that we can perform well today. And if we perform well, we'll win. Simple as that.
Marcus says we're getting beat 3-1 today. Neil says, afternoon, boys and girls. 4-0. Isak, Gordon, Tonali, and Bruno. That's more like it, my man. That's more like it. Still Eddie in, though. You know me. Yeah, that's fair enough, buddy. Paul Taylor's going 4-2 Newcastle. Vardy's getting a goal today, says Chris. Can't believe Santa has shaved his beard just before Christmas. I know. I meant to point this out before we went live, Billy. I think that's shocking. I mean, you have disappointed so many children across Coventry.
I beg your pardon?
You know what I mean by that.
I've shaved it off for a reason. We've been shit since I had the beard. Get it off. Let's get back to business.
Okay, that's fair enough. Dean says, I'm glad we signed loads of goalkeepers and not positions we need. Great vision from the club. Yeah, it's madness. It really is. Chowdhury has been a left back every time I've played against him on FIFA. Oh, he's definitely not he's definitely not a left back in real life. Susan says we will stuff them today. I think so as well. Billy shaved, so we might win, says Claire.
There you go, Claire. There you go.
Sadly lost my mum on the 27th of November who supported Newcastle. Really sorry to hear that. Let's hope the lads put on a display for your mum today and get those 3 points. Chris says, if we lose today, is that it for Eddie? I don't think it will be. But I'm not even thinking about the loss, to be honest. I really want us to go and absolutely just destroy these today and really put a statement out that, you know, we're coming back and we can put performances in against the lower down in the league teams.
I mean, you look at that side of the midfield, they've got Skip and Chowdhury and
against, yeah,
in the 6-1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, so how are they going to perform against Tonali,
absolutely,
Bruno, Joe Linton if he's fit enough?
Yeah, my thoughts exactly, Billy Bob. My thoughts exactly. Dan said Forrest wanted to get rid of him. It's like we had a pick of the Forest squad. Nick Thornton says Eddie didn't want the keeper. Proof that January is going to be fun with Mitchell calling the shots. Absolutely. Sean, who's been a member for 17 months on the channel. Thank you very much for your support, Sean. I'm raging Dubes is playing, but good team to batter Leicester. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Terence says, hello, Paul and Billy. We say we have no money, but spend £20 million on a keeper that is obviously third choice. It doesn't make sense.
Well, that's the loophole in the PSR nonsense, isn't it?
It is, but it's £20 million on a goalkeeper, Billy, that I mean, who do you ever know that spends 20 million quid on a third choice goalkeeper?
Nobody.
Madness.
It's absolute
madness.
It's a loophole. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely. Simon says the keeper situation is frustrating, but we are still unlucky with injuries. A good team today. Mustn't try to play out from the back, but we can do this. Trolls, the members for Eddie out will go up or down today. I know where I stand. I don't know what this is. Don't ask for channels. Don't ask for any channels because we will not give you them.
It will be a match of the day tonight at 10:30.
Indeed. Niall says, Paul, did you have some of Antacid's green? You're that confident? No, absolutely not. Listen, I'm confident of a big win today. I may end up with egg on my face the way we've been playing against these lower league sides, but hey, why not? Why go into if we're going to go into every game thinking that we're going to get beat, what the hell's the point of supporting them? You know, we can, if it is a disappointing performance and we lose the game, then yes, we can talk about that by all means afterwards. But right now, as it stands, I want us to batter these today. Leicester have one win away, which was at Southampton, and 2 draws, which were Palace and Ipswich. Yeah, but our performances haven't been great against the lower league sides either. Jax's expectations are low. We can't be too disappointed if we lose, if we expect to get beat. I reckon we're going to scrape a draw 1-1, Vardy last minute equaliser. Bending Johnson says, on paper we should win, but our centre-backs are awful, slow, and I'm dreading this. We've also got a slow goalkeeper who certainly doesn't come off his line, Billy, as quick as a certain Holiness Nick Pope.
Well, he comes out, goes back. It's ridiculous, so indecisive. Hopefully,
what does he do, Billy? What does he do?
He does the okey cokey, basically.
Whoa, okey cokey.
But hopefully today it won't matter because we'll have the ball so much of the time and in their half, so it won't matter.
Yeah, I'm hopeful. Max says, now Paul has to carry on as Santa. Well, I mean, I would hardly call mine a beard, more like a rough stubble, really. I think it'll be 2-0. Isak double, says Slothy. Nice one, buddy. Chris says, I'm going for a 1-1 draw and another crap performance, I'm afraid. Chris, come on, man. Get some confidence. It's Leicester City. It's St. James's. Come on. Look at the midfield today. I mean, I don't know whether I'm being overconfident or not, Billy, but I just
What about Isak against Cody? Of course, almighty. That's a match made in heaven for us. It should be.
Well, I mean, Connor Cody is the GOAT.
He was 10 years ago, or 5 years ago. He was all right, I should say. He wouldn't have
Maybe. Just remember, guys, that you do need to be a subscriber to take part in the chat today. So if you are new to the channel and you do like what you see, please smash that subscribe button for us as we head towards 34,000 subscribers. It's completely free to do so. And obviously, we do a lot more than just watch-alongs. We do shows nearly every day of the week, recorded news shows as well. So there's loads to get on the Toon Review. And of course, if you're not a Newcastle fan, we do have another channel, which is TTR Xtra. That's the home of football with everything away from Newcastle United. So that is pinned at the top of the description.
Big show Monday night, Paul, isn't it?
Yes, we do have a very big... I was going to announce this later, but we do have a very special guest on Monday night. It is a TTR special, and we are going to be joined by Newcastle United women's midfielder Georgia Gibson. Now, I know we do a separate women's show, but Sam's got stuff planned for that one on Tuesday. George is going to come on Monday night, so we're going to have she's a massive guest because she's a focal hero, of course, with the women's team. Always scores at the Gallagher, and she's been with the ladies' team all the way through, climbing up the division. So it's going to be great to speak to Georgia and get her feelings on how things are going this season as well. So that's at 7 o'clock Monday night as well. Georgia Gibson TTR special. And of course, tomorrow night, we've got the review of this game. Trolls, thank you for your super chat. Defense and keeper will lose this for us. Hope they prove me wrong, but I can't see it. I mean, there's a lot of doom and gloom in the chat here. Pedro says, well, let's hope we have two good halves today as we never play the same. Looking at Leicester's side and our side, if we don't win, Eddie should just resign to save his reputation. I mean, on paper, we have to win this game, Billy. I mean,
100%. If we don't, the questions will be asked, won't they? But he has picked the right lineup, at least.
Scott Penrose, he's been a member on the channel for 8 months now. Thank you for your support, Scott. Regardless of what happens today, I bloody love this channel, but I definitely do not love Dubravka. That's fair enough, mate. I don't think...
He could surprise us. He could make a couple of outstanding saves.
Well, yeah. I'm sure I've just seen a pig fly over my house. Chris and Evermore says, pour me a glass of whatever you've had, Paul. I don't understand why everybody's like... so, I don't know, disheartened, Billy?
If it was a Fulham or a Palace or someone like that, I could understand it, but Leicester City? Nah.
I mean, look, I know it's a tough game, right, the way we've been playing, but, I mean, if we even play at a half-hour ability, we should win this game. And that's not me being over-cocky. That's just me speaking the bloody truth. Surely. And Acid says, confidence is contagious. There's a Toon player taking a shit right now, watching TTR on his phone, reading the chat. Positive vibes, lads and lasses. Well said, Ant Acid. Jam Stasher says, another great game from Turkey this week. Just saying, Mr. Paul Mitchell. Well, I mean, Turkey, I've seen some clips of Turkey this week who've been absolutely incredible.
What a player.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
For Christmas.
Well, you know what it is, Billy? I don't think his fee's going to be too much either.
No, he's cheap because Leon are skint, aren't they? And he's coming towards the end of
They are. They're desperate for money. Absolutely desperate for money.
Fantastic Christmas present, not a bit of jerky.
Hey, he's here all week, ladies and gentlemen. He is here all week. Mr. Paul, I'm dreading your rant when and if we end up losing this one, especially seeing how optimistic you are looking. Well, Mr. Ayosi Links, we'll see how it goes. I mean, look, we may end up being shite, we may end up losing, but what I'm saying is let's be a bit confident before the start of the game, and we'll talk about it afterwards if we need to, if we are crap. I'm sure I won't be the only one having a rant if we're crap today. Ron Calvert says they're likely to play a low block, in which case I'd have preferred to see Trippier on the field. Livramento is a better defender, but Trips has guile and dead ball delivery.
No, I'm happy with Livramento. The fact that Mavrodini's playing, I'm happy with Livramento.
Yeah, Mavrodini is a very, very good player. I mean, Billy, is that going to be Leicester's best option today?
Mavrodini and Vardy, without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. I'm amazed Buonanotte isn't playing, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I don't see Skip and Chowdhury being able to control what we've got in the middle of the park. Add to that Gordon, add to that Murphy. I think we have run them today. I really do.
Yeah. Jack says, I'm with Paul on this one. Get into them. How are the lads? Yeah, simply just get stuck in from the word go. How is it all Eddie's fault if these players aren't that good? They should be winning without him. It's not just that, though. It's for me, and I mentioned this a million times over, for me, it's in-game management. I think Eddie's got to be better with his in-game management, his substitutions, what he does if things aren't quite going right in the game, do something about it on a positive level. And I don't think he actually does that. That's the one criticism I would have of Eddie Howe, is that his in-game management is all over the shop, Bill.
Yeah, without a doubt. And especially if you go a goal down, he starts panicking and changing players left, foot and centre and changing them back again.
Yeah,
that's the bit I'm worried about. But if he remains calm, we should win this game easily.
Oh, I'm expecting a big win. Emma says Isak, Tonali, Bruno, Joelinton, and Gordon to score for me. Hopefully, the players have had a massive kick up the arse and play like they should. Speaking of that, Billy, obviously there was an article came out this morning from Craig Hope. He took a lot of hammer for it on social media, given the timing of the report. Listen, I've got to admit, I didn't mind the report. I mean, it's exactly what Newcastle United fans have been talking about for the last several months.
I've not seen it.
Well, he just put that some players are unhappy, maybe wanting to leave the club and things like that. I can understand fans getting a bit miffed with him putting it out when he did, because he seems to do that. He puts it out on match day. But, I mean, listen, it's what we've all been thinking, isn't it?
Well, it's certainty, isn't it? They were playing Champions League football 14 months ago. Yeah. There's no hope of that for next season.
I didn't mind.
I saw something in the paper today. Well, the Champions League season at this stage of the year, we had 32 points. Last season, we had 26, and this year we've got 20. That shows the decline, doesn't it?
Yeah, it certainly hasn't been progress. It's been regression, if anything else. Christian Evermore says, I understand the frustration, but those calling for him to be banned are mental. Yeah, look, it's come on. I mean, calling for him to be banned for just saying exactly what the fans have been saying for weeks and weeks and weeks. That's pathetic, man. It really is.
Craig Hope's generally right as well, isn't he?
He is, and you know, I've had me rants about Craig Hope before. I've had, you know, a lot to say. However, you know, I do think Craig Hope has definitely, he's one of the go-to ones now for me. And you might not like him putting it out when he has this morning about maybe players being unhappy and wanting to leave. But that's for the players now to go and say, right, we want to prove to everybody that we want to be here, we want to win games, and we want to stay at this football club. So I don't think it's a problem. If anything, it should motivate the lads.
I agree.
So, you know, come on. Emma's come in with Erwin with a super chat. Thank you, Emma. To win 4-0. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. John says the players can't be happy with the current situation. We are down the table, and I know if that was me, I'd be annoyed with myself, if nothing else. Yes, but I think that the whole gist of it was that what they were told when they signed for the club is not how it's going right now, Billy. And that's it's blatantly obvious. Newcastle sold a plan to these players, and these players are finding we're not signing anybody in transfer windows. We're not strengthening. We're actually weakening. If you look at the two players we lost in the summer, so I can understand why the frustrations are there.
All the optimism that came with Amanda and Mairdad and all that, that's all gone now, isn't it? That 5-year plan about us winning things and winning Premier Leagues and stuff.
Yeah,
chip paper now, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I mean, the fans feel the same way as what the players do, if that's the way. Because I feel the same way.
Well, exactly. I mean, the fans feel that frustration as well, and I think that's what Craig was trying to get at, is that the fans feel it as well, and there's nothing wrong with that. We're all frustrated, including the players.
But
I don't think you should have reported it when you should, though, Billy. Like on a match day, maybe not.
The timing is iffy.
Yeah.
But again, if we have a run of good results, it'll change again. So, if we win our next 5 games and 35 points just outside the top 6. Everyone's hunky-dory again.
Absolutely. LG says, we all got sold a dream. Now reality has kicked in. Morgan says, yeah, but it's up to the players as much as the club to get us there. So they can't be so annoyed when they're not performing. Absolutely. They've got to take the fair share. It's all right to turn around and say, well, the club's not doing what they said, but the players aren't doing what they were brought in to do. We're lying, 13th, 12th, 13th in the Premier League right now?
Yeah, 12th.
It's not good enough, man. It's not good enough for where these players, if they think they are as good as they are, maybe, or they're not. Are they not as good as they think they are? I don't know. Look, I don't know what the crack is with that, but the fact of the matter is they have to start performing as well. And once they go over that white line, we can't complain about the team Eddie's picked today, apart from maybe the goalkeeper. Right, but the outfield 10, we can't have a complaint with. We have to see something from these players today.
We do indeed. And I think we will.
Channel Right, Channel Right. Thank you for your super chat. Decisions by the board have been baffling. Wagner has become a new member. Not sure if that's a renewal, but thank you very much, Wagner. Much appreciated. Nick Eatwell, thank you for your super chat. How are the lads? Come on, boys. Looking forward to another commentary from you two legends. Thank you very, very much. Very kind. Kane says, don't worry, Paul, and especially you, Billy. We will win today. Calm. I'm pleased somebody's actually said that, because there is a lot of chat thinking we're not going to do this. Martin Luther King had a dream and it took 30 years, so we might win the league by 2054.
That'll be too late for me then.
Yeah. Oh, have some frigging optimism, why don't you, Billy? Lewis says, could complain about Cher and Joe Linton. Well, we don't know how fit Joe Linton is. That's the thing. We don't know how fit he is. With regards to Fabian Cher, yes, it was my belief that he should have been taken out the side. He's not playing well. But listen, it's Eddie's decision to put him in. He's gone with Kelly on the bench. And I guess we just have to accept that, Billy, and see how things fare out in this game today.
Yeah, the result will be the proof of everything, if he's right or not, and the performance to a certain extent. I want to see a performance as well as a result, if I'm perfectly honest.
Yeah.
I just don't want to see us scrape a 1-0 win. I want to see us play really well and score 3 or 4. That's why I wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't want... Listen, I know a win is massive, right? But if we scrape a 1-0 win like we did against Wimbledon, for instance, in the Carabao, I don't think many people are going to be impressed with that, because it's a 1-0 win, but it's very much papering over the cracks. We have got to go out and perform from the minute, not just this first 5 or 10 minutes where we go out and we look really, really good, and then we suddenly just sit back and allow the opposition to come back into the game. We have to, Leicester are not a good side. They're not a good side. And if we can't beat these, then there is a massive problem. Massive. Jake says, we have done 3 or 4 all season, Billy. It's really not on us this season. Not sure what that's about. Nick says, financial rules must change. Blocking billions being invested in Northumbria. Yes, I do agree with that. The money that could be coming into certain football clubs would also improve the area itself, give jobs to the area, and we have been denied that kind of money. So, Charlie, good afternoon to you. Here, hope you guys are well. 2-0 win, says Charlie. Jack says, I agree, scraping a win won't be the best, but I'd rather play bad and get 3 points and then play great and get a draw rather than play. Yeah, I'll see where you're going with that. But look, I just think we need a good win because it needs to. It's to restore something again, isn't it? Keith says this channel is brilliant to listen to. Always enjoy it. Thank you very much, Keith. Over 2,000 watching on both platforms before the game has even kicked off, Billy Bob. So thank you to everybody, and please do subscribe if you are new, of course, and you like what you see. Wise Guy said it's going to be the same shit, just a different team. What are you looking for in Billy today? You know, what positions particularly are you interested in watching? You know, is it Toon Army, is it Bruno, etc.?
Yeah, I want to see the midfield take control. I want to see the wingers have total control over the fullbacks, and I want to see Isaac floating around and just causing trouble. Mm-hmm. And if we do that, we'll win the game easily. Yeah. I want to see Lewis Hall getting involved as well again, from a forward point of view. Yeah. I just want to see a fantastic performance. Would you one? We deserve one.
We do. We really do deserve one. So let's just keep fingers crossed. Fubar's been a member for 16 months. Thank you, buddy, for your support. Great show as always, chaps. Let's hope Mitchell can work his magic this window, or I will be seeking legal action against Stato for selling us a dream. Wow. Alexander Allard, thank you for your super chat. I feel like Eddie Howe doesn't discipline players. He allows mistakes and shows and he's too late to change it up. He needs to feel the fire that's lit, or he will get burnt.
I think it depends who makes the mistakes, Alexander. I think if it's one of his players he likes, I don't think he bothers so much. But if it's someone that, you know, is a fringe player in his opinion, then he'll be ruthless with them.
Absolutely. K-Max, thank you for your super chat. 3-0, Asula to score. Get right into them today. And Emma Irwin, been a member for 2 months now on the channel. Love TTR. Thank you very much, Emma. Much appreciated. Susan Fagan sent in a super chat. Eddie Howe's Black and White Army, never a doubt in my mind. Well, I hope you're still saying that at the end of the game. In fact, I pray you are, because I want to see a good performance today as well. We have to. We simply have to. Billy, I've got Vardy and Bruno shaking hands.
Yeah, me too.
Excellent. Again, guys, no spoilers in the chat either, please, or you will be removed. Yeah, we've lost it. We've lost the toss. Jesus Christ. Again, no spoilers in the chat, guys. Wait until me and Billy have commentated on whatever's happened, and then we can all talk about it. You will be removed if you do keep doing it. So please don't. Have some respect for the people that are just listening to our commentary today and can't either watch it or get to the game itself, because a lot of people just watch us for the match day action. We're ready for kickoff, Billy.
We are indeed.
We obviously lost the kickoff, so Leicester, we will kick off. Sorry, we lost the toss. We will kick off. It's all centering on Vardy here, Billy. Now we're looking at Bruno. Chowing down on his chewing gum there, Billy, as usual.
He likes his gum, doesn't he?
He does. Hopefully it'll get him performing today. Hopefully it's magic gum, Billy. Hopefully it's magic gum. We're ready to go. It will be Isak to get us underway. Just waiting for that referee's whistle, which is taking his time over. And now it blows, and we are underway at St. James's Park. Newcastle United versus Leicester City, live on Matchday Live on the Toon Review. Stephen Tonks, thank you for becoming a new member of the channel. Welcome to Members Club, my friend. And thank you for your ongoing support. Please do keep subscribing, guys. The ball is with Lewis Hall at the moment. Down the line, looking for Anthony Gordon. Sorry, Big Joe Linton, but it's drifted out of play. Bit of a skew whiff past that by Hall, Billy.
Nothing great. They did put a bit of pressure on, to be fair, to Leicester attackers there.
Yeah. As Eddie drops to his honkers, also chewing down on some chewing gum. And Vestergaard has it for Leicester. Clips it forward. Flicked on by Mavdidi. Newcastle win it back. And Fabian Scher just sees that out for, I believe, a throw to Newcastle. Indeed it is. And Tino Livramento will take it. I think Leicester are obviously going to target Mavdidi a lot today, Billy, and try and go down that line of attack.
He's a very, very good player.
Yeah.
Spent time he's an English lad, but he spent time in France in the League 1. Leicester brought him back to the Championship last year. And he's not really had much chance this year as what I thought he would have got, but
yeah,
he had a good season in the Championship last year. A good player.
Yeah, again, not a great ball by Fabian Schär there. Just smashes into Hamza Chowdhury, but disappears off for a throw-in. He still hasn't had a haircut, Hamza Chowdhury, since the days that we were after him, Billy.
He was stood outside Buckingham Palace this morning.
Yeah, well, we've given it away, Vardy, but that's careless from him. And Schär gets it out to Lewis Hall now on the left-hand side to Anthony Gordon. Nice ball up to Joe Linton. His touch wasn't great, but Hall managed to get the ball. And a little bit of one-touch football until Toon Army settles things down with a ball out to Schär. Schär right-footed down the line now to Jacob Murphy. Heavy touch from Jacob Murphy, and he gives it straight to Jamie Vardy. That was awful from Murphy. And Mavididi breaking down the left-hand side and will get a free kick for Leicester City.
Yeah.
Very
Murphy's
poor ball by
touch.
Jacob Murphy, and he's holding his left knee there, Billy, is Murphy.
Yeah, Murphy's first touch. And you know what that usually means.
That he then has a dreadful 90 minutes.
Generally.
Yeah. Let's hope not, Billy. Let's hope not. He hurt himself there, though, did Jacob?
Yeah, they smacked knee together, didn't they?
It looked like it, yeah. But this is dangerous. This is a good position for Leicester City for a free kick. El Khanous is over the ball, as is number 16, Christiansen. And this, I think it'll be, Christiansen looks the more likely to take this here. And he does a little fake run. They're doing a little bit of hokey-cokey there, and it came to absolutely nothing. Pretty pathetic, that, by Leicester City. And then Bruno was taken out by Hamza Chowdhury in a free kick to Newcastle.
Get the guard out, referee. You knew what he was doing there.
Yeah, it was a bad foul, that. But what the hell was that from Leicester, Billy? I mean, you know, one went to take it. He did the hokey-cokey. Then El Khanous went to do it. And then eventually Christiansen took it. And it was
I don't care how early in the game that is. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's a terrible tackle. But we know Chowdhury likes to put his foot in. And Leicester again breaking down the right-hand side now. Vardy is unmarked in the middle. And Fabian Schär just gets a leg to it to clear the ball. And Lewis Hall can't keep it in play. Big opportunity there for Leicester City. Good defending by Fabian Schär. Had to be switched on, Billy. Or Vardy had a tap in.
Yeah, it was good play from McAteer down that right-hand side, wasn't it?
It was.
Good ball coming in. Luckily for us, Schär was alive.
I should hope he's alive, Billy.
I managed to get across and clear it.
I'd rather him be quick than dead.
Well, sometimes he's not.
And Leicester get to the byline again, but Toon Army intercepts. And has he won a throw in? No, yes, he has. Linesman said the ball has gone out. But a positive start for the visitors here. They're certainly not sitting back, Billy.
No, they're definitely not. They'll see us as a weak team with a soft centre. They'll be up for this. That's that.
Weak
and
with
Van Nistelrooy lost against us, didn't he? As a player.
Yes, he did. Weak with a soft centre, Billy. It reminds me of a nice toffee pudding. And that's not a good ball by Joe Linton either. Straight out of play.
Awful start.
It is a terrible start, yeah. I mean, we're less than 5 minutes in, though. Kim Davison, welcome to Members Club. Thank you very much for signing up and for your ongoing support. I should say Klub, shouldn't I? Do you remember how Rafa used to say it, Billy?
Klub, yeah.
Klub. Anyway, Leicester have a throw-in on the far side. And they've certainly started the game very confidently compared to what I thought they would, to be honest. It's back with Hermansen now in goal. Touched by Christensen. And now a long ball forward again, looking for McAteer on the right-hand side. Lewis Hall comes across and just sees that out for a throw-in to Newcastle. Just slightly in front of where our 18-yard box is, although Lewis Hall seems to be taking his dog for a walk here. The amount of
got a corner in a minute. Keep going.
That looked like a free kick as well, and is. And Hall takes it quickly, gets on with it to Dan Burn, and now to Dubravka, who has had a couple of touches already, and so far has not given the ball away, which is a positive. Fabian Schär now on the ball, rolls it back to Martin Dubravka, brings it into the D. Toon Army, little 1-2 with Dubravka, and then out to Dan Burn again. Immediately out to Lewis Hall. Down the line for Gordon. Gordon being pressured by James Justin there, Billy. Right back.
England international.
He is.
One cap.
Hey, still an England international. Now Dan Burn, as Newcastle look to try and get something going early doors in this first 10 minutes. Bruno now, very heavy touch, but he's literally trampled over there by Vestergaard, who is a very big bloke, Billy.
Yeah, he's a centre half, and he stepped up there.
He's huge, him. He's some size.
Like Oddbod out of the Carry On Screaming, isn't
he? Well, I mean, he's towering above literally everybody on the pitch there.
Got a boxer's nose.
Was he not linked to us at one stage, Billy?
Didn't he play for Southampton?
Yeah, I'm sure we did a transfer show on him. He's one of the players anyway. Sunderland losing. Oh dear. Anyway, long ball played towards the Leicester penalty area. Justin heads it away. Tonali rolls it back now to Lewis Hall into a bit of space for Gordon. Now Tonali. Tonali head up. Rolls it back to Anthony Gordon. Gordon. Good ball down the line for Joe Linton now. Joe Linton cuts inside. Nice ball back to Gordon. Gordon now heads into the penalty area. Still Anthony Gordon. Shoots! And it's a brilliant save. Brilliant save by Hermansen as he tips it over the bar. But that's Newcastle's first attempt at the game. And it was Anthony Gordon, Billy. And he didn't have to let that fly, but it was a great save.
Yeah, good run as well. Got in the box. He had one idea in mind. Had a good shot. Well covered at the near post over the keeper. Big hand out on it and took it.
That is a really good save because he, like you say, he got a good hand on it to send it over the bar. But that's our first attempt at the game and a very good one. Good move. As Newcastle now, Murphy takes the corner. It's a short one to Gordon. Gordon in comes across and it's a header by Dan Burn over the bar.
Oh, unlucky.
Not far away this time. He managed to direct his 50 pence towards the goal this time, just over the bar, Billy.
Well, he likes to goal against Leicester, doesn't he? And that was almost another one for him.
Yeah. Steve Middleman says Craig Poole put an article out this morning. Steve, we've already discussed it, matey. But it doesn't agree with the timing, but he does make a valid point. Well, just over 8 minutes gone here in the first half on Matchday Live. Newcastle United 0, Leicester City 0. And action at both ends. As Dan Burn goes all the way back to Dubravka, closely monitored there by Jamie Vardy. But good work by Burn there, especially on his right foot. Andy Ford says, horrific start. I wouldn't call it horrific. I mean, horrific would be as if we'd be like a goal or two down. But we're starting to play away into the game a little bit more now.
Well, the first 5 minutes was poor, but since then we've kicked into gear a little bit.
Absolutely. Good ball down the line again. Gordon now running at Cody and Justin. Gordon gets to the byline, clips it across, just too high for Bruno.
Oh.
And again, Anthony Gordon, all sorts of problems there down the left-hand side. James Justin and Cody, although Cody backed off, Justin came in to make the tackle. He skipped round him to the byline and just too high for an unmarked Bruno at the back post.
Looks on fire, doesn't he, Gordon?
He's psyched up for this by the looks of things.
He's in the mood.
He's in the mood for dancing, Billy.
He certainly is.
Yeah. Maybe a bit of romance in here and there, but
he's certainly giving his all tonight.
Yep. Anyway, long throw. Trying to get Mavididi into it. Good header by Isak down to Tonali. Tonali decides to go on a run to the byline. 3 players over him. Gets it back to Isak. Isak tries to slide in Bruno, but gets it back. Isak now out to Tonali on the right-hand side. Tonali will fire a ball across, and there's nobody there to tap it home. Bruno was there, but couldn't quite get a touch on it, and then there was nobody behind anybody else. And Justin was there to clear it for Leicester. Good idea by Tonali to play the grass cutter. But Connor Cody just managed to put off the oncoming Bruno. Good coverage here by Dan Burn. Right-footed up the field. Not clearing totally, though, but Tonali picks up the pieces. McAteer throws him to the ground, and that's a throw-in. A free kick to Newcastle. As Tonali tries to gain an extra 5 yards up the pitch, but then gets on with it quickly. Just over 10 gone, Billy. Your thoughts?
Yeah, we started slowly. But to that past 3 or 4 minutes, look, oh dear.
Yeah, Bruno tried a fancy flick there that just did not come off. Mavididi now, and Leicester trying to build. Christensen to Vestergaard. Vestergaard sends it out to the right-hand side. It's a good ball, and there's an overlap here. And Justin is pelting down the right-hand side. Gordon has come back. Good work there by Anthony Gordon to come back and stop that attack from Leicester. Chowdhury now, midway through the Newcastle United half. Not exactly moving at blistering pace. Vestergaard back to Chowdhury. Chowdhury to Skip. And back with Justin now. Leicester's attack has kind of gone a little bit dead there. Chowdhury tries to play a through ball, and that's going to roll out for a goal kick.
Liverpool 0, Fulham 1 at Anfield.
Fulham are a very strange side, Billy. I mean, we spoke about Fulham on the TTR Xtra channel on the Premier League preview show we did yesterday. They're a very strange side. You know, you just don't know what you're going to get with Fulham.
Andreas Pereira with a goal.
As we look at Ruud van Nistelrooy. Tell you what, Billy, I wouldn't mind a player like him in our side, I tell you.
Oh.
And Isak played just off him. You are, mate.
Do you know where he's born?
Where?
A place, and this is no lie. To remind you how he looks. Os, O-double-S.
Os.
He looks phenomenal, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, he did when he played. He's sort of, his complexion has changed. Oh, what a ball that is. Out to the left-hand side, here's Anthony Gordon. Again, running at James Justin into the box. Tries to come in on his right foot. Lays it back to Hall. Hall clips into the back post. Bruno's header is over this time. And the chances are definitely arriving, Billy. But what a ball that is by Isak out to the left-hand side for Gordon. Little back heel. Plays in Lewis Hall here. Sees the overlap. Hall gets there. Clips it across. Bruno is there again, but just can't keep the header down.
Shame. There's 4 or 5 of them looking in the mood today, which is really positive, I've got to say.
It's been a good start.
Joe Linton's been a bit quiet. Joe Linton's been a bit quiet.
Yeah, I haven't touched the ball much.
But Bruno and Gordon and Toon Army look up for it, and Isak.
Yeah, you just feel, Billy, if we can get a goal, just a goal, the floodgates could open here.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, have you got what I've got, Billy?
Yep. No, it's come back on again now.
Yeah, it's come back on, yeah. So the clock will be slightly ahead than what we are by about 3 seconds, but hey-ho, it doesn't matter. What's 3 seconds in life, Billy? Here's Vardy. Tries a sort of scorpion pass, and it actually he pulled that off. Leicester coming down the right-hand side now with what's his face? Canoes. And it's deflected out for a corner to Leicester City. I mean, El Canoes doesn't look very old, Billy. He looks about
8.
He looks like a teenager, doesn't he? Anyway,
it's a corner to Leicester. This could be their best kind of avenue of scoring, if you ask me. A couple of tall centre halves, so we've got to be careful here.
Yeah. Christensen's going to take the corner for Leicester. Over on that far side, it's going to be a left-footed in-swinging corner. And in it comes. It's a high looping one to the back post. Headed across by Vestergaard. Comes out to Mavididi. And now across is coming back in again from Canoes. And it's headed away. Byrne leaves it. Leicester want a corner. And they're not getting one. McAteer claims that it should have been a corner. But I think from where we were looking, Billy, that was clearly a goal kick.
I wonder if he's related to Jason McAteer because he's acting like him. Absolute dickhead.
I think McAteer either has a nephew or a son playing, but I'm not sure whether this is the related one. Oh, that's a slack pass this time from Tonali. Lets Mavididi in, plays it forward towards Vardy. Good defending, Fabian Schär. And now Joe Linton picks the ball up, rolls it into Isak. Isak on the halfway line. Beautiful attempt at a through ball for Murphy. Well cut out, though. But it's given away by Leicester. Back to Murphy. And now Livramento. He has Bruno just inside him. Bruno with a little bit of space now. Chipped out to the left-hand side to Gordon. Just breaks the ball down for Lewis Hall. Hall plays in Joe Linton now. Joe Linton back to Gordon. Hall had made a good run, but Gordon has spotted him late. A little 1-2 there. Tried to get Gordon away into the penalty area. And Justin clears for Leicester City. And then, in fact, is through into Leicester, deflected off Anthony Gordon. But some people putting in the chat, Billy, that, the chances are coming. We've got to put one in because we, lessons should be learned from not being able to put the ball in the back of the net.
Nothing clear-cut as yet, though. I mean, the headers that Bruno had, it was slightly too high from the cross. Burns was probably the best chance, but from a set piece, the fact he got it near the goal was good enough for him.
Tonali on the ball now for Newcastle, rolls it into Bruno. Bruno, loads of space on the right-hand side now for Livramento. Plays the ball down to Murphy. Could have done better with that. Didn't put enough pace on it at all, and it was intercepted and cleared for a Newcastle United throw. I think Murphy was disappointed there, Billy.
Yeah, it will be. Well, it's Livramento's pass, actually. It was a bit over it, wasn't it? Ipswich second the lead at Molineux.
Oh, that I tell you what, well, we said this yesterday, Billy, that could turn very, very toxic at Molineux if things don't go their way in that game. Here's Livramento, had to backtrack a little bit, slides it across the Hall. Hall, nicely controlled, and whips it out to Gordon on the left-hand side. Anthony Gordon now again having a run at James Justin. And so far, he's very much been up for it, Anthony Gordon. Has a little word with Lewis Hall, because I think Hall made an overlap, but was miles offside. And I think that's what Gordon was trying to point out. But now the team up really well. Gordon at the byline, but he can't get his foot around it. And it drifts away for a goal kick to Leicester.
Still won at Anfield, but Liverpool are down 10 men. Andy Robertson's been sent off.
Oh. Well, that's not good for Liverpool, but quite frankly, I don't care. I want to see us get some goals here, because we need to turn these opportunities, shall we say, Billy, into goals. I mean, like you say, they're not clear-cut chances, but they are opportunities. That's a poor clearance from Leicester, straight to Lewis Hall. Inside now to Bruno. He's found Isak. Isak can't quite get the ball out to Murphy on the right, but we win it back. Leicester pretty poor there trying to clear the ball. It's with Lewis Hall just over the halfway line again. Hall now sets away Joe Linton on the far side. Joe Linton has McAteer in front of him, but Hall's made a good overlap. Here is Lewis Hall again. He comes back inside to Gordon. Gordon clips it into Joe Linton. He's got a chance of a shot here. Joe Linton! Good save again by the goalkeeper. It was straight down his throat, but it did bounce in front of him, Billy.
It did,
and that could have made life difficult for the keeper, but again, nice football.
Yeah, it was a good build-up. Nice triangular play there with Joe Linton and Gordon. Good shot from Joe Linton straight down the throat of the keeper. And as I say, that Swansea 2, Sunderland 0 is the latest score.
Oh.
And Gateshead have beaten Woking 2-0 as well.
Get on the heat. Get on the heat. Anyway, play back underway here. Vardy brought it down really well. Manages to get it back to Connor Cody. Cody sends it out to the left-hand side. Now a battle of pace between Mavididi and Livramento. Livramento has done excellently well there and has won a goal kick, I think. Yes, he has.
Well played.
Mavididi not very happy there. I think he felt that that came off Livramento. I thought it did, actually. If we look at the replay, yes, it should have been a corner, but never mind. Who cares? Kevin says, why don't you care about other scores? Are you not a football fan? Of course I'm a football fan, but I happen to be watching Newcastle United right now. Yes, I'm interested. I don't really care about Liverpool's score, though, but yes, I'm interested. Anyway, why am I answering that? Here's Connor Cody for Leicester. To James Justin. Inside now for Skip. Skip inside to Hamza. Hamza now's got Chowdhury's got a lot of room to run into here. Cuts back onto his right foot. Little clip now again to El Gadous, and it's blocked. Comes out to McAteer on the right-hand side. And you kind of think that Leicester attack went a bit stale there. They could have done a bit more with that.
I think so.
Justin now inside to Skip. Skip to Chowdhury. Chowdhury, and that's a very lazy ball by him. And now Isak has a chance to break for Newcastle. And he avoids the challenge of Oliver Skip. Isak running towards Cody now. Vestergaard skips round him as well. Plays it out to Murphy. Murphy's first time left foot shot. And it's quite some distance wide of the post. You can see what he was trying to do there. But Anthony Gordon, yeah. If he just took a look, though, Billy, Gordon had made up ground like a horse there. And if he just took one touch and then clipped it over to Gordon, Gordon's arms are out there saying,
yeah. Trying to bend it in with his left foot.
Yeah. It's not a bad effort, to be fair, but maybe he should have tried to just compose himself a little better and get that ball to Gordon. Got a little bit of a stoppage here. I'm not sure what's going on here. Well, Oliver Skip's been booked.
I think he tried to bring down Isak, didn't he?
I thought that was Vestergaard, was it not? I mean, we've got a free kick here, Billy. So he's obviously brought player back.
He took it back a long way, hasn't he?
Well, I don't know if the camera would stop focusing on Skip, and let's see where this free kick actually is. Yeah, it's for the foul on Isak, Billy, so it's just outside the D. Because he skipped around Vestergaard, and then, pardon the pun, and then Oliver Skip came in, and well, I don't even know if that was a foul or not, to be fair, but he's brought it back. It's very central, this, Billy.
Yeah. I wonder if Fabian Schär's going to take it.
Well, Fabian Schär is one of the players over it, as is Toon Army, as is Lewis Hall. It's going to be Toon Army. It's into the wall. Couldn't get the height on it, but it drops down now for Bruno. Bruno trying to let the ball bounce, and it was hopeful it was going to go out for a throw, but it didn't have the pace on it. Bruno now. Little flick back to Jacob Murphy. Left-footed ball into the penalty area again. It's very deep, and that looks like a corner to Newcastle again. Dan Burn at the back post, deflected over the bar.
Good cross that for Murphy with his left foot.
It was. Good jump by Dan Burn as well, but Connor Cody did enough to... Oh, it was Vestergaard, actually. Two giant men there going for a header, and they've both come down with ice on their heads, Billy. They jumped that high there. Anyway, Newcastle United now with a corner, which is going to be taken by Anthony Gordon. And once again, it's going to be a right foot in swinger. In it comes. It's a good corner, but a good header again by Vestergaard. Lots of power on that. And he gets it away. He is Murphy now for Newcastle. Murphy, it was brought down very late there. The referee, he hasn't brought that one back this time. He says throw in. That looked more of a foul than the one on Isak did. Strange refereeing.
I don't know who the referee is.
Well, Bruno now. Livramento. And, Fabian Schär's let that roll past him and all the way back towards his own penalty area there. I'm not sure whether he did that to try and maybe just get Newcastle back in positions and on another attack, but that seemed a lot of space to give up there. Here he is on the ball. Long ball looking for Murphy. Nowhere near Murphy, but that's a poor header away. And now Bruno picks the ball up. Bruno inside looking for Joe Linton. Isak picks up the rebound, but it's going to come all the way to Hermansen. And again, the Newcastle move goes a little bit dead.
We need to get Isak in them channels and get the ball into him, not just give it him deep.
Yeah,
because he's causing them centre-halves all sorts of problems.
He is. I mean, it was a deflection off Oliver Skip there that got him in there, but he is Livramento inside to Isak in the box. Isak managed to get the ball out to Joe Linton. Joe Linton out to Gordon. Gordon clips it back to Livramento. Back to Gordon, and he just couldn't get the ball under control. It's just a heavy touch. Very cramped there for Anthony Gordon. And that's not great by Newcastle, but Toon Army's picked it up now again in the centre circle. Toon Army plays it out wide again for Jacob Murphy. Murphy back to Livramento. Newcastle certainly knocking on the door. Here's Bruno. Out wide now for Lewis Hall. Inside to Joe Linton. To Gordon now on the left-hand side. Gordon. Again, Lewis Hall made a brilliant run there, but wasn't found. But he's got the ball now. Hall on the edge of the box. Joe Linton, Leicester sitting very deep. Joe Linton whips one in, and it's caught by goalkeeper Hermansen again.
Got to do better than that, Joe.
He definitely went for a shot there. He was looking for the top corner, wasn't he? But there's so many blue shirts back. They're creating problems for Newcastle to try and break them down there. And we know we've struggled with that in the past. But we've definitely taken a hold of this game, Billy.
100%.
Fabian Schär now plays it out wide for Livramento. Down the line for Hall. Hall cuts inside. He's under pressure from Christensen, who did well. And El Ghanous has picked the ball up now for Leicester City. Not many blue shirts forward, in fairness. It's clipped out to the left towards Mavididi. Takes it down really well. And just slows it down enough to get some Leicester players forward here. Back to Christensen now. Across to Skip. Skip has Chowdhury in support. Hamza Chowdhury back to Skip. Leicester with a very, very slow and patient build-up here, but they're being pushed backwards. Vestergaard to Connor Cody now on the halfway line. Cody to Justin. Justin clips it over the top. There's absolutely nobody there. And, I mean, Billy, that's poor from Leicester, if we're honest. That's really poor. And
they had no ambition, did they? They had no ambition at all, did they? No. They didn't want to attack. They just wanted to... They're very tentative, aren't they?
Well, Van Nistelrooy is screaming from his technical area there, which I don't think he was very happy with that, because when it came to Mavididi, you would think that he'd have a run at Livramento, but he didn't. He turned back and the move went dead. Now here is Murphy in the centre of the field, and he's tackled by Chowdhury, but does well to get it to Bruno. Bruno now inside for Tonali. Little 1-2 with them two, and sends Bruno away. Bruno, what a ball through for Isak. What a touch by Isak as well. Isak in the penalty area. Gordon just behind him. Isak cuts inside. He lays it back to Joe Linton. It's a brilliant block. It comes to Murphy, and he sends it wide.
Oh, he's got to score there.
He's got to put that, well, not even that, Billy. Put the bloody thing on target.
Oh, he puts on target. He scores, don't he?
Jesus Christ in the wee donkey. What a touch by Isak, Billy. And then he just clips it over James Justin. You could see he was wanting to go, but he was crowded out. Brilliant shot by Joe Linton, blocked. Murphy's got to hit the target there.
Oh, yes, twice. He's trying to get it.
He's not even in it. He's not even pressured, Billy.
He's trying to be too precise, isn't he?
Yeah. He's not in a hurry there. Just welly it towards the goal, for God's sake. Well, that's two opportunities that Murphy has put well wide of the post. Please don't ask for feeds in the chat, guys. We're not allowed to give you them. It was Hamza Chowdhury who blocked that initial shot from Joe Linton, took that right in the breadbasket, Billy.
Good.
Very sympathetic is War Billy. Long ball. And again, Burnout jumps Vardy. Murphy manages to keep the ball in, being pressured by Christensen. And he's lost the ball. Ganous picks it up.
He was pulled back there.
Yeah, it looked like a foul by Ganous, but the referee said no. And it's now back with Hermansen in the Leicester goal. Hermansen now short pass to Conor Cody. Conor Cody, a little dummy on Isak there. And manages to get the ball to McAteer. McAteer now inside for Ganous again, but that's as well read by Joe Linton. And now Tonali picks the ball up into Bruno. Bruno now sends it out wide, looking for Anthony Gordon. Justin manages to get ahead on that, throw to Newcastle. I mean, again, it's the same old story at the minute, Billy. Lots of possession, but we can't get it in the back of the net. Here's Joe Linton on the edge of the box to Bruno, back to Tonali. Lovely ball to Livramento. He hits it, and he gets as much on that as strength of a candy floss as it sails well wide of the goal.
Wasn't great.
I mean, this is when we tend to get a bit frustrated, Billy, when we have all this possession, we have all this pressure. But again, it's just not happening.
There's a sad song down at Swansea as Sunderland have pulled one back through Ballard.
Oh. Here's Murphy for Newcastle. Good ball inside to Livramento. Now Isak. Isak cuts inside. Good run by Isak. Into Bruno now. Bruno almost lost the ball there. Took a heavy touch. Gets it back to Cher. Cher immediately pings it out to Lewis Hall on the left-hand side. Just over 29 minutes gone here on the Matchday Live with the Toon Review. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. Please do subscribe if you are new to the channel. Still goalless at St. James's, but we do have a corner.
Cher and Burns swapped then for a minute.
They did, yeah.
I don't know if it was because of how the ball was, but interesting.
Yeah, it might have been that, Billy, to be honest. Hall's come over to this near side to take the corner. Third corner for Newcastle. The first two led to nothing. Here it comes. Short corner to Tonali. This looks like a training ground corner. And Anthony Gordon. Gordon, it's a brilliant training ground move. This, if we finish it! And we do with Jacob Murphy! Brilliant finish into the corner. A brilliant training ground move. And it's time to go and grab your granny, guys, because she's heading down to Eldon Square for a new frock for Christmas. It's 1-0 to the Toon. That was a move off the training ground, Billy.
That's a fantastic move, isn't it? It's a short corner from Lewis Hall to Tonali, who feeds Gordon in on the overlap. He looks to the edge of the area where Murphy is. This time it's with his right boot. Bottom corner it goes. 1-0 Newcastle United.
It's a brilliant finish by Murphy, isn't it? It's he knows where he's going to put the ball, gets a beautiful connection on it, and just curls it round the goalkeeper.
His right foot, isn't
in the back of the net.
It's all about his right foot, not his left foot.
Yeah. Very, very good goal. And one that's definitely been worked on, Billy.
100%. That's a Jason Tyndall job.
Well, hey.
Maybe it was his day off when that was in
Well,
that
credit
one.
where it's due, Billy. It's a set piece that has definitely come off there. Now, Leicester City have got to come out a little bit more now. They've gone 1-0 down. We shall see how that develops, though. It's back with Hermansen in the goal at the moment. And he launches forward again, looking for Mavididi, who has hardly had a kick in this first half, by the way.
No, Liverpool's played him really well, hasn't he? Again, it's
Yeah.
brilliant play there.
Yeah, he's won a free kick for Newcastle. Good work by Tino.
As we scored our goal, the Heat went 3-up against Woking.
Toon Army still kicking around the playoffs, of course, of the National League.
Oh, don't piss about there.
It's a handball.
Oh, that's what then.
By Magpies. I mean, Murphy, to be honest, Billy, Murphy's been very lively, hasn't he? He's been lively in this first half. He's had, his shots have been a bit wayward, but he's done okay. He's done well, and he's got a goal now as well.
Yeah, it's all about getting him on his right foot, and once he did, clinical, wasn't it? It was a great goal.
It was a lovely, lovely set piece. Gordon just rolled it back. Gordon, that's brilliant from him. And Lewis Hall now heading towards the box again. Took too long on it, though. And, well, James Justin got back, but Hall's won it back for Newcastle to Anthony Gordon. Clipped in towards the penalty area again. Headed away by Cody. And now comes to Livramento again. Could his shot, doesn't. Puts a terrible chip into the box, but he's got it back. Tonali now. Back to Livramento. Burn and Shea have definitely swapped, Billy.
Without a doubt. That puts Stato's theory to shame, doesn't it?
Yeah, left foot with them playing on different sides now. Oh, good ball through to Isak. I think he's offside. He's shot wide, but looked a mile offside there.
He did.
But again, lovely football from Newcastle again to break through Leicester City. Ball Geordie says he's no relation to Jason McAteer.
Yeah, he's well off. Well, he's acting the same as him. They're both dickheads, mate. He must be distantly related.
Yeah, somewhere along the line. As Van Nistelrooy is given his instructions again from the touchline. Had some very nice things to say about St. James's Park, did Ruud, in his press conference, Bill?
Did he?
Yeah.
I can't stand the man twat.
Not sure why the referees haven't. Well,
it's very nice goalkeeping out for that, isn't it?
Well, you're not going to lose him in the dark.
No, absolutely not.
I'm not sure why the referees told him to take a goal kick there. It was clearly an offside call. Oh, nice by Joe Linton to flick it to Hall. Hall now out to Lewis, to Gordon. Newcastle playing some nice stuff now. Here comes Gordon towards the penalty, inside the penalty area. Tries to get a shot away. It's blocked again by James Justin. He was having a torrid time this afternoon. Now out to Vardy. Vardy against Byrne. Byrne does really well and sets it out now to Lewis Hall as they've swapped again, Billy. Back in the normal positions again. Tonali now for Newcastle. Lovely floated pass across the field to Murphy. Murphy plays it down the line. Great ball in for Livramento. Livramento across, headed away by Cody. And again, Newcastle pressing. But now Leicester with a chance to break. That's going to be a foul and probably a yellow card for Jacob Murphy there.
Yeah, it was a good foul, though. Good foul. Yeah. They were away, weren't they?
Yeah. El Canoes looked like he was away there. Jacob Murphy brings him down. Takes one for the team there. Although, I haven't said that, Tonali was sniffing around. Tonali could have won that, Billy.
Oh, I think it's a good foul to give.
Really good play there before by Dan Byrne, by the way.
Yeah, I think people played well.
Yep, 35 gone, or just over, sorry. And Newcastle lead by a goal to nil.
Yeah, it's Thomas Bubble ref. That was Jack's teacher, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. Livramento now. Inside for Bruno. Lovely little 1-2, but Tino's touch is dreadful there. And that wasn't even too far in front of him. I don't know what he was doing there. He said he got caught up with his stride. Leicester have had one touch in Newcastle United's penalty area in 35 minutes.
Good. Long may continue.
You need to know about the way this game's gone so far. Vardy flicked it on. Great play by Shea, but an awful clearance. I mean, really shocking. Slide the ball there after he defended. He is skip. And Connor Cody now inside the centre circle for Leicester to Justin. And now out wide for Canoes. Justin Chowdhury tried to fire it out to the right-hand side, was getting nowhere because Lewis Hall read the pass. And Toon Army plays it away for Joe Linton. And Joe Linton into the stride of Isak! It's a terrible finish by Isak. Absolute powder puff of a finish.
That's rank.
And after the goals he scored in the last couple of weeks, you would have expected him to put that away. He's
brilliantly fed, wasn't he? Brilliantly fed, but he's got to score that.
It's a terrible finish, Billy.
Very much like the Palace one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Not Palace. He did it against.
It was a game before Palace, wasn't it? I can't remember.
Brighton.
Let's hope we don't live to regret that opportunity. That was a poor, poor finish by Alexander Isak.
Why didn't he just get his legs behind it and put it in the top corner? He's got the quality to do it.
I don't understand, especially there. He just basically passed that back to the goalkeeper. Hall wins it back again for Newcastle. And now Bruno. That's not a penalty. Never in a million years. I thought he dived, Billy. He's going to get booked.
It's not a dive. No, he played the ball.
Nah,
you can be tackled without diving.
No, I read what Bruno was going to do straight away there, Billy. As soon as Bruno went for that ball, I honestly saw him going to dive.
I'm not sure about that.
Watch.
He's trying to get the ball first.
Come on, Billy.
Oh,
Vestergaard's nowhere near him.
Yeah, that's a dive.
Yeah, you could see Bruno, I think, to be fair to Bruno, he's anticipating Vestergaard not stopping his left leg coming across there. Because if you look at Vestergaard, he's going in for the tackle, then he stops. And Bruno sort of barges in.
There's contact there.
Yeah, Bruno instigates the contact, Billy. Come on. Let's be fair here. I don't think that was anywhere near a foul. But again, what I like is, Billy, good football. Lovely, lovely passing again, leading up to the penalty area. Is that Bruno suspended? Did he get a yellow card there?
No, that's only his third one. The ones that are at risk is Joe Linton, Tonali.
And Mavadidi's gone down now. The Leicester players are not happy. I don't know what happened there.
He's like Max, isn't he?
He does look like Maxi.
Especially when he's on the floor.
Yeah. Bruno.
He ain't done anything.
Well, the camera angle's difficult to see from here. Yeah. Few studs down his shin there, Billy. I don't think there's anything malicious in it. But he's got to be careful, Bruno.
Well, I can't recommend him for a yellow card anyway.
He has been booked. His confirmation has been booked. I'm not sure whether that was for that foul or the dive. I would assume it was the dive.
Unless he wanted the penalty, that's what he was moaning about. I don't know.
Well, the fact that he gave a free kick for it, didn't he? He gave a free kick to Leicester in the penalty box. So
yeah.
And normally, when you dive, you get booked, don't you? So I don't know. Anyway, Leicester float the free kick in. And Anthony Gordon is back there defending. James Justin all over the back of him. Gordon manages to keep the ball in, but not keep the ball. Here's Cody. Good work by Gordon. That was Jack Russell's type stuff from Anthony Gordon. Billy getting stuck in there.
Yes, he wasn't letting anything go there, was he?
Disappointed he lost the ball, and then he just went straight back. Justin will take the throw in for Leicester City, level with the penalty area. Skip back to Justin, and now all the way back again. Skip. Vestergaard, and now El Canoes. And he will send a long ball over looking for Mavadidi. It's a great ball. Mavadidi tries to get in front of Lewis Hall, but he says, no way, sunshine. Mavadidi pulls him back, and a free kick to Newcastle United. Mavadidi is incensed by that decision, but clearly a foul, Bill.
100%. Brilliant play from Lewis Hall to take the ball off him in the first place.
And he gets in front of Mavadidi, which I think wins him the free kick, to be honest. That was good defending, that. Make sure that he gets in front of the man.
Had a good game, Lewis Hall, this afternoon.
Yep, absolutely. Gordon, now to Hall again. Joe Linton, Tonali. Oh, he's got to be quicker than that. Got lucky there. A share pings a ball looking for Isak. Isak all over the back of Connor Cody. Cody does well, though.
That's good defending.
And finds Christensen, who it's blocked by Murphy. And Newcastle still with the press and eventually deflects off Jacob Murphy for a goal kick. But that's again, good stuff that by Newcastle, Billy, because not giving up, high press, and forcing Leicester to win themselves a goal kick. Really,
yeah, good work rate from Murphy and Isaac there, wasn't it? Stopping them from coming out. Good stuff.
Just under 4 minutes left of the first half, and then whatever the referee adds on for injury time. It's Newcastle United 1, Leicester City 0. The Leicester fans don't look amused, and I'm not surprised. They've been rank. Bruno now with a header. Vestergaard, Christensen, back to Vestergaard. Again, good pressing by Alexander Isak. Now Chowdhury. Christensen, inside again to Chowdhury. Chowdhury spins away. Good pressure that by the Newcastle midfield, though. Both Joe Linton and Tonali and Bruno. And again, good work, Anthony Gordon closing Cody down. It ends up deflecting back to Hermansen.
Brilliant pressing. Team press, that's on. Really good.
But notice the three midfielders, how high up the field they were there pressing Billy.
Yeah. And then Gordon got other press on Cody. Really good play, that.
Yeah.
Defending from the front. Love it.
Chowdhury now brings it over the halfway line for Leicester City inside to Skip. Skip has a look, see who's making a run. McAteer and Mavididi have swapped sides. So far, that's done nothing for Leicester City. Here's Chowdhury again. And again, the forwards are making runs, but Chowdhury's just not good enough to spot these through balls. I mean, he's not a elite passer of the ball. And again, Livramento shuts that down and a goal kick. Sorry, a free. I'll get my words out eventually, Billy. You throw into Newcastle.
We're squeezing them, aren't we? We're suffocating them, basically.
Yeah, we are.
Like a boa constrictor wrapped around them. We're not letting go.
Van Nistelrooy does not look happy at all. And I'm not surprised. I mean, Leicester have offered nothing in this game, Billy. First 5 minutes, yeah, they were pressing us a little bit, but once we grew into the game, and I mean, Leicester haven't had a shout here.
Yeah.
And now Lewis Oh, God. Here's Gordon for Newcastle. Skips around Mavididi. Still Gordon heading towards goal. Isak tries to play it back through for Gordon. Can't get there. But again, good pressing by Tonali. Wins it back for Newcastle. Now Vardy. That's a lovely flick to McAteer. To Skip. And it's the first time Leicester have had an opportunity here as McAteer. But somehow he spins away and Newcastle get men back. Mavididi now. Newcastle plenty back in the box now. Skip tries to float it across. Bounces loose to El Canouse. And Aberporton didn't know it really, but here's Bruno. And a little spin by him. Not in that area, Bruno, mate, but Livramento wins it back. And now Bruno. And he's lost the ball again. This time McAteer takes it off him and heads towards the penalty box. McAteer plays the ball across. Burn is there. It's high into the sky, but still in the penalty box. And now Mavididi. Mavididi back to Skip. Skip across now to Vestergaard. There's nothing on the right-hand side really for Leicester apart from Justin, but there's nobody by that touchline. Chowdhury to Vestergaard now. They're just so slow, Billy. As Billy's choking on something there, we'll get on with the commentary. Here's Mavididi. Back inside for Vestergaard. Chowdhury. Vestergaard. Out to the left now to Mavididi. Mavididi on his right foot. Back to Vestergaard again. Back to Mavididi. Plays it down the line for Christensen. Across comes Livramento and through into Leicester. It's so slow from Leicester.
Aren't they?
It's awful.
So ponderous. The thing is that the whole world and his brother knows that we're susceptible to fast counterattacks.
Yeah.
These decided to go there having the tortoise route. Good grief.
Yeah. 2 minutes of additional time at the end of the first half, which we are into now. But there's been a couple of times, Billy, that Leicester could have broke on us quickly and caused us problems and then just turned away.
No,
I mean, obviously, the standard of player is very different, I think, to be honest. And Leicester taking a lot of chances there, but they've done well. Cody now over the halfway line to El Canouse. Down the line to Mavididi now. Mavididi, El Canouse has continued his run. He's got to the byline, corner to Leicester. Good defending, Lewis Hall.
Was a good ball from Mavididi in behind him, wasn't it? Yeah.
I mean, they're the kind of deliveries, Billy, that, Jamie Vardy thrives on.
100%. Yeah, a fast cross there. Could have been in business, but thankfully, Dan Burns alive to it.
Corner for Leicester City. McAteer and Vardy in conversation there. And in comes the corner. Not a great one. Murphy at the near post. Not a great header, however. It's deflected around. Murphy's header this time. Still can't get it completely clear. El Canouse now. Tried to send it into the penalty box, but it's deflected. Comes to Skip. And he's back to Christensen on the halfway line. Now Mavididi. Tonali in front of him, holding him up. But Mavididi decides to go down the left-hand side. Christensen now makes the overlap. Pulls it back from McAteer. McAteer's got Bruno all over him. Bruno can't quite make the challenge. And now James Justin clips it forward again, looking for Vardy. And now that's into the arms of Dubravka.
I think that might be the first time he's had the ball in his hands in this first half.
Yeah. To be fair, Vardy did win the header, but Livramento did enough to put him off. And Dubravka says, thank you very much. A minute to go of injury time at the end of the first half. Newcastle leading Leicester City by a goal to nil. Well, in fact, the referee's blown his whistle because we are, in fact, at 47 minutes. There you go. End of the first half. Newcastle 1, Leicester City 0, Billy.
Yeah, it's been a good first half performance-wise. Probably should be 2 or 3 up, if I'm perfectly honest.
Yeah,
Isak's had a one-on-one that he's powder puffed. Murphy's had 2 chances that he should have hit the target with. However, he has scored the goal that's got us 1 up. Satisfactory first half. Can be better. I think we can win this 2 or 3. I do, honestly. They're really poor.
Yeah. It is. I mean, Leicester have offered nothing. Poor first 5 minutes, maybe. And then Newcastle sort of kicked into gear. And, of course, we got the goal. Murphy had a couple of good opportunities before he actually scored, didn't he? And we ain't really looked back. Dubravka's had a very, very quiet first half, as we hoped for. That he didn't get much of an opportunity to do anything in that first half, and that's the way it's panned out, Bill.
Absolutely. The midfield have got control of it in the main. I just don't want us to be overconfident and disrespectful because Bruno lost the ball twice in dodgy areas near the end of the first half, trying to be too clever. But if we just play to our strengths, we'll win this game. 2-3 at the least.
Simon says they were having a lot of position at the end of the half. Second Toon goal. Yeah, we always need that second goal. Absolutely. Steve says we need to score first in the second half to make sure of these points, or we'll have our usual wobble. I'm not seeing it, though. I'm not seeing it from Leicester. I don't think they've got good enough players to hurt us. Yes, Vardy up front if they get the ball to him. Mavididi's been poor first half, but I don't see anybody else that could hurt us, Billy.
I agree. I totally agree. The quality we've got in the middle of the park, we should strangle them now and get 2 or 3 more goals.
Yeah. I mean, Hamza Chowdhury, for God's sake, come on, guys. Let's be fair here. Anyway, we are joined by Stato, so I'll do this, then I'll do that, and then I'll do this. There we are. Alex, what do you reckon?
Mostly positive. A couple of things we need to cut out. Midfield a little bit erratic and sloppy and getting used to things. Tino started poorly, grew into the game. But yeah, it's as expected. We're dominating possession. I wish we'd be a little bit... I think we do need to vary our attacking pattern somewhat because we are a little bit predictable in wide areas. But sometimes the sheer determination of players like Gordon and Hall, it works anyway. Yeah. We are deservedly 1-0 up, though. It was... it's Jacob Murphy. I just finished writing notes about how he wasn't the guy to be scoring with his left foot like that. We're creating the wrong kind of opportunities for him. And then we create one that is a little bit more suited to his clinical right foot. And he pops it in the bottom right-hand corner. So good job from Jacob, definitely.
Good goal, Billy. Well worked. Cleared off the training ground, that corner, wasn't it?
Yeah, we criticised the training ground and set pieces, routines, but that was a really good one.
Anything else caught your eye that first half, Alex?
Tino needs to be a bit more careful. I think that the midfielders, we can't have too many people try and flash things. Tonali needs to keep making simple passes. Bruno, I think, needs to calm down a little bit. He's being a bit flashy. He got very over-emotional when he didn't get that penalty. I don't think that was a penalty. I have seen them given a lot, especially the big clubs get those given. But we don't really want to see that. He fell... He was falling before he went.
He fell into Vestergaard. It wasn't a penalty. Nowhere near.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice to get the pen, but I don't really want to win pens like that. I'd rather.
Well, I think
win
if the
one
referee
properly.
had give it, it would have been reversed, to be honest, by VAR. I think Bruno was anticipating Vestergaard's left leg coming out, but Vestergaard was clever, just didn't dive in, and you could. But I'm just seeing the miss by Isak, Alex, clean through on goal. That's a poor miss.
It is that was you as a striker. That's the kind of chance that you practice in training. Those are the training drills for academy players and things like that. That is the bread and butter of a through ball is played in between the centre halves, and because you're half a yard sharper than they are and quicker, you get through 1-on-1, and you have to place that in the net. Whether it's a dink, a powerful shot, or round the keeper, straight at the keeper with that sort of power is not it. However, Isak keeps doing this every match. He'll score a goal, but then miss really chances that he should be scoring. So I still back him to maybe get a goal in this game. But this is the thing. We do need to. We had a good first half against Brentford, albeit with a mistake and some really good Brentford goals. So we need to make sure we have a good second half, because there's still an opportunity for Leicester to get points out of this game. We haven't killed the game off yet, despite being dominant. So, you know, there's going to be players and substitutions in the second half. Things are going to change. But Leicester do need to come out a bit now. So it gives us the opportunity to run into space. Maybe Barnes and Willock might do something quite nice in the second half coming off the bench. Gordon can keep running into space. I think we just need to be a bit calmer. We're 1-0 up. We're at home. We don't need Bruno to back heel it round the midfield. Like, let's maybe tone it down just a tiny bit and make sure we don't lose the ball needlessly.
Yeah. Halftime scores around the Premier League. Well, 4 games in the Premier League. Arsenal 0, Everton 0 at halftime at the Emirates. At Anfield, Liverpool 0, Fulham 1. And of course, Liverpool are down to 10 men. Andy Robertson sent off in that game. Of course, Newcastle 1, Leicester City 0. And at Molineux, it is Wolves 0, Ipswich 1. In the Championship, Middlesbrough lead Millwall by 1-0. And Swansea 2, Sunderland 1 at half-time. I don't think there's any need for any substitutions, Billy, or any immediate changes. I think it's just Eddie should really be just saying to the players, as you were, really, they're there for the taking.
Yeah, just play without the silly disrespect stuff in your own half. No showboating there. If you want to do flary things, do it in their half, in their penalty area.
Or do it when the game's won. That might be better.
When the game's won. But let's get 2 or 3 more goals. Let's get our goal difference up. Let's win this game convincingly, because if we play as well as we did first half, or maybe even better than that, we'll win this game easy.
Paul Toon Dununda, thank you for being a member for 22 months on the channel. Very kind. I'm so sick of Murphy. I know he scored, but if we had someone else with a little more quality, we should be 2 or 3 up. Do you rate him, Paul? Yes, I do rate him. I think he's good enough to be in the squad. I think he's proved he's good enough to be in the squad. Look, I'm not going to have a go at Murphy for trying shots on his left foot. You know, I think he should have done better with the second one. He could have curled it in the bottom corner. But when he got on his right foot, look at the finish. And I'm not going to have a go at him for trying to score goals. That's something I can't criticize.
It's not his fault that he's not a left-footed inverted winger. That's not on him. It's just who he is as a footballer and how is compromised and is using him there anyway. And we're feeding him balls as though he's an inverted winger, and he's not left-footed. So I don't know what people expect. It's not Jacob's fault.
He has put some nice crosses in with his left foot though. First half, to be fair to him.
He did. He seems to cross better than shoot with his left foot.
Yeah,
he's a better shooter with his right foot. Lady Sam's in the chat. Murphy is good, a sub player who strengthens us, not a starter, but we don't have one right now. Murphy
if we had a proper right winger, we'd be 3-0 up.
Well, Alex, if we'd had a proper right winger, we could be further up the league table as well. I mean,
okay, that's disrespectful to Murphy. I mean, a right winger that suits the system that we're trying to use. Somebody like Gordon or Barnes' mould, but on the right-hand side with the right foot. Well, left-footed, obviously.
And at least he's shooting, Billy. You know, I mean, how many times have we said in the past, why isn't anybody taking a shot here? You know, trying to walk the ball in. Jacob's doing that. So I'm not going to sit here and criticize him for that.
But the one thing you can always say about Jacob is he's always, he's always wanting to have a shot. I mean, how many times does he hit woodwork? It's generally a post hitter, isn't he, or a bar hitter? He'll always have a shot. Yeah. And the finish itself of the goal was fantastic. Yeah, really good. Absolutely. Dwight Gale's has scored for Hibs, by the way.
Who?
Dwight Gale.
Has he? Bloody hell. He's still going strong. Simon says Murphy is a good player. We are looking for great players going forward, but a good squad player. I like the fact that he is a lifelong Toon fan alongside Hall, Miley, and Byrne. Chris at Evermore says if Mbeumo was playing for us, he'd have scored both in the previous chances. You're allowed to say Murphy isn't good stat or how, man? I think he's been a bit harsh, Chris.
He's been really good in the last 3 games.
Yeah.
He's the reason we took points against Man City. He's started the last 3 games. He got 2 assists last week. He scored today. I mean, everything else would counter your argument there, Chris. I'm afraid. Like long term, is he the solution? No, but I think he's more than competent to be in the squad. Absolutely deserves to be in the squad. But if we do want to push European football consistently, he can't be playing 30 matches a season on the right wing. I agree with that bit. And we will go and buy it. Like we bid for Elise. So it's very clear that we want to strengthen on that side.
People are having to dig at Murphy for missing the chances, but he's
just scored and people are having a go at him. Let's calm down a little bit.
But Isak missed a one-on-one again. Yeah. You know, and if Isak had put that one-on-one chance away last week, it might have been a different story as well. So that's 2 one-on-ones he's failed to capitalise on in 2 games. So
we've had a lot of headers as well that we've blazed over the bar.
Unbelievable. Emma says, well, that's a better first half we have had since the Liverpool match. Looney Tunes says, agree with Stato on Murphy. He's a good squad player, not a starter, but he scored. Yeah, he's a squad player, and I think that's what people have to look at. He's not going to be an elite footballer that we have in the starting 11 or want in the starting 11 on a consistent basis. But if he's in the starting 11, he can only do what he can, and he's the difference today. And you could see he was a difference last week as well, creating 2 goals. So
100%.
People have been very harsh on Jacob, I think. Jay says, why Jacob? Hate it when you call players by their first names as if you're pals with them. It's his name. Uncle Budcock says, I think Isak was waiting to be brought down and the challenge never came. So he ended up making that poor finish. Yeah, but if you're a striker, you want to score rather than being brought down.
He's got to be clinical now, hasn't he?
Yeah, you've got to have that kind of, if Alan Shearer was clean through on goal, do you think he'd be waiting for a foul? Absolutely not. He'd be busting his gut to get in there and smash the net. Desmond Curry, thank you for your super chat. Sick of the Murphy slander. He always does a job. Paul Toon Under, thank you for another super chat. Paul, Isak, and Murphy, come on, man. Listen, Murphy am I missing something here?
I don't know. He scored a goal, guys.
Murphy
I think
is the difference here at half time.
Yeah, apart from a couple of bad back passes in the first half, the first part of the first half, which again Harvey Barnes did last week, so it is what it is. But attacking wise, I think the front 3 have been decent. Again, the front 3 are not why we're in this position right now. In the last few weeks, it's been conceding that's been the problem. And to be fair, I know people won't want to hear this. I know it's going well so far, but the same issues are still present in this team. We've had a completely open midfield on at least 3 occasions so far in this match. A couple of little sloppy back passes, well, more than a couple. So the only difference is it's Leicester. They're not as punishing on the counter-attack as a Liverpool and as a Brentford are. So we're not getting the damage done against us for these mistakes. The mistakes are still there. It's just because it's Leicester. So we still don't look really, really good at countering. We've not solved a lot of issues defensively. And if we keep persisting, Leicester will go through and score because we keep just having an open midfield and we keep leaving our fullbacks to absolutely win every single one-on-one. They're not going to win all of them. Mavididi or someone is going to get the better of Hall or Tino at some point. We're going to have to be ready for that because they're not going to win every single duel and every single run. So we've really got to tighten up in the second half because Leicester will score if we keep doing this.
I'm seeing people criticising Jacob Murphy, and now to confound that, they're now praising Miggy.
Yeah. Glenn says we're wildly critical of a guy who scored but seemed to be forgiving of Bruno's fucking showboating. We would have been punished by another team. Yeah, there was twice in the first half he tried fancy little back heels and he lost the ball in very dangerous positions. So yeah, but
I've got a positive thing to say about the goalkeeper as well.
Who's ours?
Actually, I like the passing and the composure on the ball. It's something that you forget Pope's bad at. But when you watch any other goalkeeper, Dubravka is a lot a lot cleaner on the ball with the passing and his choices.
Yeah, but he's
he's not been tested in the.
He hasn't been pressed or anything, Alex. In fairness,
no, he's not been. This is a
time.
good game for him,
Yeah,
unless Leicester do start to get through. But the passing's nice. It makes it glaringly obvious that Nick Pope has that as a weakness in his game, because Dubravka, you can see he's just better at it.
Yeah. Well, the players are about to come back out, Alex. So we'll see you at full time, buddy.
See you soon, everyone.
We will.
Take care. Alexander Allard says, super chats and says, Murphy is what Miggy should be, useful.
Agreed.
Absolutely. Right, so let's have a bit of magic again, shall we, Billy? We'll click that button. Then we'll
hold on. I'm coming.
We'll move me along a little bit, and then
Here I come.
And there he is.
There I am.
A super chat in from Tomio. Share is still
not changing the keeper.
Yes, Ward's coming on. Oh, brilliant. He's terrible. Well, he is, Billy. I mean, there's no other way of putting it. Do you remember the start of last season or the season before in the relegation season, how bad he was?
Yep.
I mean, that's a bit of a surprise. It must be an injury, because I don't think Hermansen's done anything really to be taken off the field for, but it's got to be an injury. Without a shadow of a doubt. Danny Ward. Oh, Danny boy, the ball is past you. Again and again, you're picking it out the net. I'm here all week, guys. Will has been a member for 17 months now on the channel as the second half has got underway, and I'm not ready, Billy.
No, you're not. There
we go. Clock's underway. It's a couple of seconds behind, but what the hell? And Will says, keep up the great work, lads. Toon. So, second half underway. Leicester immediately with a throw-in, level with our penalty area. And I'd expect to see them come out with a little more fight at the second half, Billy.
Yeah. Already attacking intent for them, to be fair to them.
Yep. Murphy and Livermento doing well, though, to clear the ball. Murphy, what a ball that is, out to Anthony Gordon. That's a hell of a pass from Jacob Murphy. And now Gordon cuts inside. Should have maybe kept going down the left. He gets it back to Bruno. Bruno forward for Joe Linton. Now Tonali. Tonali tackled. Referee gives a free kick.
So he should have done, no.
Tonali, though, Billy, Gordon, he could back left there, and the move kind of just died.
That was a bad tackle.
He's nowhere near the ball there. It's a shocker, that from Knus. I think he was booked for that, Billy. I'm sure I saw the referee get his card out there.
He should have done.
Very late on Sandro. He's holding his neck. He must have felt funny on his neck, Billy, there. As Danny Ward tries to get this wall in place. I mean, if I was anybody, I'd say to Lewis Hall, have a crack, but actually, it's quite central. Gordon's going to take it.
Fabian Schär could have a blast from there, surely, Scott.
Well, Gordon is literally the only one around the ball, so I think we know who's taking this.
You can't be shooting, surely.
We're about to find out. No, it's a chip to the back post. Hall is unmarked, and it's 2-0. And it's Bruno Guimaraes with the header. Hall plays it back across, and a simple head in for Bruno. And it's time to go and grab your granny again, because she's off shopping again for some sparkly stilettos to give Grandad the time of his life. It's 2-0. I mean, Billy, that is as simple as it comes.
I mean, I don't know what that's to be defending there. It's dreadful. But it's a great set piece again. Lovely chip from Gordon. Great header across the hall. And an easy finish for Bruno at the back post.
Hey,
great
two
goal.
bracket set pieces, Billy. What's going on?
Tinder must have been off sick last week.
I mean, Bruno couldn't miss. Brilliant play from Lewis Hall to head it back across goal. I thought Lewis Hall should have initially gone for goal. He didn't. He nods it back for Bruno, and Bruno just a simple nod into the back of the net. And, well, you know what it is? Fantastic. And, guys, stop putting spoilers in the chat until we spoke about it, or you will be removed. Simple as that. VAR checking this for offside. There's no offside there. Hall's well ahead of Bruno there.
Yeah.
He's miles ahead of Bruno. What's he looking at, man? I mean, the goal's given. I mean, I don't even know why that was taking so long, Billy.
They'll do all they can, strong to disallow it. You know,
literally, Lewis Hall is a yard and a half ahead of Bruno when he heads the ball back across goal. Unreal.
Danny Ward didn't fill you confidence, though, the way he was running across that line.
I told you, Billy. I told you. Here's Toon Army. Joe Linton now across to Bruno. Bruno to Burn. Burn across to Share in our own penalty area. Share has time to play the ball out. Gets it up to Murphy. Nice first touch from Jacob Murphy. And he's done well again. Cuts inside. Lovely ball inside to Joe Linton. And now Joe Linton swings it out left to Anthony Gordon. Newcastle on a roll again here. Gordon into the penalty area. Lays it to Hall. Hall clips it across. Isak scores!
Oh, yes.
It's 3-0 to Newcastle United.
Oh, yes.
And it's just simple football from the Toon. And they are now demolishing Leicester City. It is 3-0. So go and grab your granny because she'll need that negligee for the Christmas party night out when she gets to the hotel with Grandad. It's 3-0. I mean, it's as simple as it comes, Billy. I mean, Danny Ward, the first two things he's done is pick balls out the back of the net.
He just stuck to the line, isn't he? Second assist for Lewis Hall. Yeah, another good counter-attack from Newcastle United.
Yeah. And by the way, that all come from some fantastic play from Jacob Murphy yet again.
100%.
Who played a wonderful ball through 2 minutes ago to send Gordon away down the left. Simple football from the Toon, very simple football, but effective football. And that's now, for me, that's game over. 3-0. Let's go and get some more, Billy.
Let's have another 3 or 4, because these are shit.
These are terrible. Absolutely terrible. Christensen now being pegged back, plays it up towards McAteer. McAteer bundled over, free kick to Leicester City. But Newcastle are hungry, Billy. I mean, they look hungry, like the wolf, wolf.
So it should be. This is a chance to get goals on the score sheet. Let's get our goal difference up.
Indeed. Lady Sam makes a good point. Get Asula on now. Let's see a bit of Asula. Give Isak a rest. Oh, great defender, Lewis Hall again. And Hall bursts forward. It's a beautiful ball to Isak. Isak skips inside of Vestergaard, inside of Cody, lays it off for Murphy. Oh, brilliant save. What a save that is.
Oh, dear me. Well, he said he was shit.
A goal kick.
Oh, maybe it would have been in second.
Well, Murphy can't believe that is not given as a corner. Isak skipped past the two centre-backs, rolls it to Murphy. Well, I'm not sure, Billy, actually. That's an awful finish.
I didn't think Danny would
have he did save it. He did save it. That angle there, he definitely saved it.
Anyway, Liverpool have equalised Cody Gakpo.
Yeah. Anyway, Eddie Howe is not very happy with the referee. Maybe he's still talking about the corner. Eddie wants more goals here. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, let's have 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on.
17 attempts so far from Newcastle with 7 on target. And 3 of those have gone, obviously, in back of net. As Grab Your Granny is definitely going on at St. James's Park. Oh my God!
I don't think she's had a negligee for a few years.
No. Three older ladies there celebrating Newcastle being 3-0 in front. It's fair to say. Bless them. Here's Vestergaard for Leicester. Inside for Skip. Skip shut down by Toon Army, but manages to get it out to Mavididi. Mavididi turns on the halfway line to... well, that's terrible. That's terrible from James Justin. These are shit, Billy. I mean, these are shit.
Oh,
I mean, Newcastle are just in the mood here. They're just in the mood. Well, Hall, why didn't you play advantage there, you bloody blithering idiot?
If he's going to stop the game, you should book him.
I mean, Van Nistelrooy just says, get me out of here. What have I done taking this lot on?
Come on, Navid. What a long face, mate. And Steptoe don't look very happy either, does he? Heading!
Well, Steptoe's had no service today, Billy. Absolutely zilch to feed on.
He's a dirty old man.
Mavadini picks the ball up on the halfway line now for Leicester. If you just joined us, ladies and gents, it's Newcastle United 3, Leicester City 0. Newcastle are in cruise mode here, and it is what we call the perfect warm-up for a cup quarter-final, without a shadow of a doubt, because Leicester City are worse than the goddamn dog and duck. No offence to whoever plays for the dog and duck, that is. McAteer now for Leicester City. Inside to El Canouse. Back to McAteer. That's better from Leicester. Shot comes in. Dubravka saves.
Good save, Martin. Down to his left as well.
Billy, if that had gone in the net, I would have absolutely slaughtered him for that.
Van der Story.
I mean, yeah, he turns away in absolute disgust at that shot there. And Newcastle just got a bit slack here as Tonali gives the ball away now.
Terrible. Chowdhury
inside for El Canouse again. Out wide, this time into the near side for Justin. Justin to Mavadini into the box. Can they get a nice spin and turn by Mavadini? Cross comes in. Vardy at the back post. Chair deals with him. And Livramento volleys clear.
We have slapped off, definitely.
Yeah, we have. We've got a bit careless with the ball in the last couple of minutes. Kaiser says Murphy is so shit it's disrespectful to not even get it on target after Isak dribbles past 3 players. Give our man. The goalkeeper saved it. But yeah, Murphy was responsible for creating the second goal. Murphy responsible for getting us forward for the third goal as well. So yeah, he's crap. Box by McAteer and out for a goal kick to Newcastle.
He looks a bit like Dwight Gale more than McAteer, doesn't he?
I was going to say that. Yeah, he's got a Dwight Gale-ish look about him. Ian Fleming, member of the channel for 28 months. Thank you for your support. Ian, obviously one of our mods as well. This is more like it as Daka is coming on.
Well, they're going for pace now, aren't they?
Yeah.
And Buonanotte, yeah.
Buonanotte. Christensen all the way back to Ward in goal. See, I mean, with Wednesday in mind, Billy, take Isak off. Maybe even take Gordon off as well. Put Barnes and Osula on. We're 3-0 up. Let's see these guys.
I don't see why not.
Ball through for Vardy. I think he was just offside there, but intercepted by Hall. It's going to be a throw into Leicester City. I mean, Osula would have a wonderful opportunity to get a goal or two against these, Billy, if he's given plenty of time on the pitch.
I'll give him another 10 minutes just in case, if I'm perfectly honest.
Billy, we're 3-0 up. These are crap, man.
If they bring Patson Daka on and Buonanotte and it changes, they score.
Yeah, but this Newcastle on a break again here with Bruno outside to Murphy. Murphy pull. Oh, what a ball by Murphy to Isak, and he's put it straight to the keeper.
Oh.
He could have had a bloody hat-trick, Isak.
Brilliant for Murphy again. Absolutely outstanding vision. Outstanding
looks like he's going to cross it to the back post. Drills it inside to Isak. And again, it's straight at the keeper. Marius, thank you for being a member for 23 months on the channel. So nice of them to show Granny live from the stadium. Yes, it was.
Yep.
And here comes Lewis Hall again. Hall out wide again for Murphy. Murphy. Oh, Bruno just closed off by Vestergaard, but gives the thumbs up to Murphy. I'm sorry, but for me, Murphy's been man of the match today. And I don't care who that upsets.
Hey, I'm from Paraguay. You say Murphy, man of the match? I know how that.
Meep, meep. Yes, I am. So far, anyway. I mean, that could change. Again, good power by Anthony Gordon to get back and help out Lewis Hall there. And just gives a shoulder barge to Mavadini. 58 minutes have passed. Your thoughts, Billy Trey?
Yeah, well, since we've scored the third, we've kind of gone into our shell a little bit, and maybe we think the game's done. But I'd like to see us carry on, get another one, then get your changes on.
Well, Leicester are making those 3 changes now. I mean, why Eddie isn't making changes? Asula's still cuddling his chair, so he's not coming on anytime soon either. Soon? What's going on with my Sean Connery today? Yes, it's time. Vardy's not having a party anymore. He's off.
Eddie!
And there's Buonanotte.
And it's good night from him.
I'm really surprised he didn't start the game. So Mavididi, Chowdhury and Vardy are off. And on for Leicester come Buonanotte, Akoli and Daka. And immediately is Isak. He's got it into Murphy again. And this time Jacob Murphy smacks it in the back of the net. And he gets the second goal. And it's time again to go and grab your granny, guys, because she is going out to the local dealer to get some snort. It's 4-0. Brilliant football again, Billy. Good ball across by Isak. Jacob this time says, I'll keep it down, and smashes it home for his second of the game.
Well, he's realised the best place to aim it when Ward's in goal is straight at the keeper.
Yeah.
He's blasted it straight through him. Brilliant from Isak. Now you can make your changes. Now get your Asulas on. Now get Harvey Barnes on. Let's have some resting for Wednesday.
I mean, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely
legs,
brilliant. I mean, you're not stopping that, Billy. Even like, you know,
he's gone through his legs.
Well, yeah, it's gone through his legs, but he hit it that bloody hard.
They'll be burying him in a wall-shaped coffin. Bit like my ex-wife.
Jesus Christ. Wow. Alexandro Menetti, a member for 9 months on the channel. What a shallacking, whatever that means. And Nick Thornton, thank you for your super chat. Small-minded management again. Get Isak off.
Well, Barnes is coming on. Nick. Barnes is definitely coming on because he's stripped for action now.
Yeah, Barnes is coming on. I mean, give Asula some minutes, man, Eddie. Hall.
I'd bring Tiger on and I'll take Hall off.
Oh, how we, Billy? Let's not stretch it too far, mate. Narek, thank you for your super chat there. I say a target sighting, itching to get on. Oh. I mean, I do not see the point now of keeping Isak on. Give him a rest ahead of the cup game. Brilliant. Isak now to Gordon. Gordon, he's going on another run, is Anthony Gordon. Isak overlaps him. Gordon gets it back to Lewis Hall. Newcastle in complete dominance here. Burn now to Fabian Schär. Schär has Livramento in acres of space on that far side. Livramento bringing it forward. And Livramento decides to go to the byline. He's got the cross in. It's a deep cross. It's flicked back. It comes to Murphy. Murphy leaves it for Toon Army. It's blocked. And into the arms of Danny Ward. I mean, whenever there's a shot on target on Danny Ward, you've got a chance. But this time he catches it. And move is dead. But great stuff from Newcastle as James Justin now is a great tackle. Dan Burn. And now Tonali again. Newcastle look like they can score every time they come forward. Bruno to Isak. Isak. Oh, Vestergaard just managed to wrestle the ball away from him.
This is like the old tune, this is.
Oh, it is. I mean, Fabian Schär with the most outrageous back pass to Dubravka. And Dubravka now playing as a defensive midfielder, trying to get him into the game. Lewis Hall now goes back to Dan Burn. Burn to absolutely nobody. Livramento will keep... It was awful from Dan Burn, but Livramento keeps it in play. If you just joined us on Matchday Live, thank you very much for tuning in. Newcastle United 4, Leicester City 0 at the moment. And there could be a lot more goals in this as Hall bursts forward again. Hall. Buonanotte can't get a touch on him. Hall drills it to the right to Murphy. It's a beautiful weighted pass. And now Murphy into the box again. Murphy across to Gordon and just intercepted in time. Brilliant from Newcastle. E. coli with the tackle there. It's not E. coli, by the way. It's a coli. But just for fun and games. Kieran Trippier is going to make an appearance. And Harvey Barnes. Where's the Sula man, Eddie? For fuck's sake! And Longstaff.
Of course it
Of
is.
course. And he's taken Jacob Murphy off. That's shit. He's got a chance of a fucking hat-trick and he takes him off. That's shit, Eddie. I'm sorry. Take Gordon off, put Barnes left, give him a rest, get a Sula on.
It's even worse than what you think.
Because you do fucking shit again.
It's even worse because he's going to put Gordon on the right wing now.
Oh, fuck off, man. Ian Fleming, thank you for your super chat. What a performance. Thank you very much. As on comes Sean Longstaff. How predictable. Murphy, Livramento, and Bruno off. I mean, I don't get this guy, Billy. He sits in a press conference, says Asula's ready, and we want to get him some action. He's got a perfect chance to give him half an hour today. Honest to God. And he'd rather put Longstaff on again. I don't get it. Anyway, Burn, all the way back now to Martin Dubravka, who is literally playing as a centre defensive midfielder. I think that's really shit taking Murphy off, Billy.
Well, resting him for Wednesday. An important part of the side at the minute.
Well, maybe he's got a chance of a Premier League hat-trick, for God's sake, and he certainly doesn't look like he hasn't got plenty more running in him. I think that's a poor one, me. I feel sorry for Jacob there.
He's put Barnes on the right.
Yeah, he did that against Brentford, didn't he? I mean, Barnes is a right footer, so he shouldn't have any problem playing there. Longstaff now to Barnes, and now Trippier inside for Longstaff. And Longstaff's first ball is backwards, funny enough.
Well, that's slow as hell, so he should be okay in this Longstaff, shouldn't he? He could be able to dither on it as much as he wants.
Yeah. Here's Tonali to Longstaff. Tonali again. Burn to Lewis Hall. Hall has Gordon to the left of him. Here is Anthony Gordon. Hall's gone on a brilliant run, but again, Gordon this time, though, goes on a mazy run, cuts right across the field, lays it into Isak, and the Longstaff messes it up. Dear me, Billy.
They shouldn't try playing them intricate passes with Sean.
I mean,
hey, whoa.
It should have gone out actually to Barnes, who was in a better position. Sean should have just left it. But there you go. Some people saying maybe Asula's playing in midweek. He's not going to be first. He's not going to start in the quarter final.
No chance.
Oh, that was a bit nasty from Daka, leaving one on Lewis Hall there. And the referee is going to bring play back, but Tonali gets on with it very quickly. Please do keep subscribing if you're new to the channel and like what you see as we head towards 34,000 subscribers. And welcome to all our new subscribers who have hit that button today. Thank you very, very much. Don't forget to check out our channel sponsor, Mamaroo Records. They are based in Whitley Bay. If you can't get to Whitley Bay, they do have a website for all your music vinyls and your CDs, music merchandise, sporting merchandise, gift cards. They've got it all. So go and give it a visit if you can't get in. Pinned at the top of the description as Trippier just overhits a pass through to Isak, and it goes out for a goal kick. Isak applauds, and it remains at 4-0. Another good build up there, Billy. Just slightly overhit.
Beautiful pass from Tonali.
Yeah. James Morrison, a member for 23 months now on the channel. Thank you for your support, James. How can you give it all the big one saying Asula is ready, but 4 up and not bring him on and rest your only starting striker who you need for the season? Well, that's my point. I mean, it's a perfect opportunity to rest Isak, but he's not. I mean, we're coming up to, 22 minutes to go?
Well, halfway through the second half, aren't we?
Yeah. Fabian Schär for Newcastle. Plays it out to Dan Burn. Hall. Burn. And back to Fabian Schär. Trippier down the line for Barnes now. Barnes just on the halfway line. Now Trippier nods it forward towards towards Joe Linton. No, sorry, it's Longstaff now. Longstaff, good ball down the right-hand side, now sends Harvey Barnes away. Barnes has options in the box, and that is absolutely garbage. What was that?
With his right foot as well.
Oh my goodness me. That was as bad as it comes. I think that's, yeah. Dan Byrne has it back though on the halfway line. Joe Linton. Byrne. Across to Fabian Schär now. Bang on the halfway line. Isak comes deep. And then first time touch looking for Longstaff, but unfortunately gives it away. Well won back by Kieran Trippier. And Newcastle motor forward now with Harvey Barnes. Barnes plays it inside for Isak, and he leaves it. That's a corner.
It wasn't a great pass from Barnes again.
No, it wasn't. He's not looked great since he's come on.
It was about as good as passes as Greg Wallace's.
Oh.
I'll just keep it topical.
Well, Isak's going to take the corner, and we get on with it very quickly. Hall, Longstaff, chance to shoot. Hit it short, man! Hit it! Oh, for God's sake, hit the fucking ball!
Fucking Maradona.
Honestly, he had 6 chances to hit the ball there. Now Barnes. Still Barnes. Clips it to the back post, headed away. Leicester under tremendous pressure here. But why didn't Sean hit that, Billy?
Well, he had about 6.
Scored there.
He had about 6 opportunities to shoot. And each time, someone came and he went past them. And at one point, I thought we were going to do Diego Maradona then.
I mean, it was skillful to take all the players on, but it's like he just did not want to shoot.
No.
And then eventually, Daka just smashes the ball into the east stand. And that's a foul by Linton, who still hasn't picked up that yellow card. Oh, he has.
He has now. That means he misses next week against Ipswich.
Yeah.
That's his first foul of the day as well.
And he knows it. He's absolutely... Just take it, Joe. Just take it. I mean, it's a yellow card. It's a bad tackle. Just get on with it. He's late. No, it's not the most malicious tackle you'll ever see, but it's a late challenge.
It's been worse than that haven't been punished. But there's no excuse. It's a yellow card.
I don't think it counts for the Carabao.
No, he can play on Wednesday.
Yeah, but it's next week against Ipswich. He'll be suspended.
He'll get his rest next Saturday.
Yep. Here's Isak now. Plays it out wide for Harvey Barnes. Barnes into the penalty area. Overlap from Longstaff. Again, Sean takes an extra touch that he didn't have to take. Just play it in first time. Here's Tonali. Now Barnes again. I mean, Newcastle just rampantly on top here. It literally is. Barnes. Cross comes in. It's cleared away by Yacoli. And it bounces out for a Newcastle throw-in by the corner flag. Billy.
This is one of the worst teams I think I've seen play at St James Park in the Premier League for years.
They are awful.
Since Steve Bruce's Newcastle, probably.
Oh, for God's sake. Listen, Tony, we're not hating on Longstaff. We're just saying he's taking extra touches when he doesn't need to. You can see it. You know, he's got a wonderful opportunity to score at St James's Park, and he takes on 5 men and then runs out of options. He's got a brilliant chance. And then again, chance to whip the ball in first time. He takes a touch and ends up losing it. Come on, man. I'm only saying what we're seeing on the pitch. Tonali! Side netting from a volley.
Ooh,
great strength from Sandro there to hold off the defender. And a little cheeky smile from the Italian. Great strength from Sandro there. And just into the side netting.
I was going to say, I think the keeper had it covered, but it's Danny Ward, so probably didn't.
Well, exactly. I mean, put anything on target, really. Oh, Sula's coming on!
Hey! 18 minutes.
And, of course, it is Alexander Isak who really could have had a hat-trick in this game, but he's had another good one, another goal for him. He's ramping it up as Isak, Billy, but he's just got to be a little bit more clinical, dare I say.
Well, he's got his goal, but he could have had 3. He'll be disappointed, actually, I think.
Yeah. I mean, he couldn't miss his goal, but no. But he's getting in those positions, isn't he? Yeah. He's getting in them positions. And now we're going to see Willa Sula. Be nice to see him grab a goal, wouldn't it?
100%.
Goal kick from Ward, high up the pitch. Trippier, good headed down to Barnes. Barnes flicks it back to Trippier. Trippier skips past Connor Cody, but Leicester get it back, and Leicester now break down the left-hand side. Who is that guy? He's like a whippet. Is that still McAteer? It is. Gets to the byline. Cross comes in. Dubravka, safe hands.
Good catch, Martin.
Told you. No problem with Dubravka at all. Here's Anthony Gordon. Clips it over the top, looking for a Sula. He clashes with a Coley. And it runs out for a goal kick to Leicester.
A terrible pass from Gordon, to be fair. He was never going to catch that. I don't think Usain Bolt would have caught that.
Tonali nips in again ahead of Skip to win the ball there. Throw into Leicester. Please do keep subscribing, guys. Welcome to all our new subscribers to the Toon Review, and welcome everybody to Matchday Live. Currently Newcastle 4, Leicester City 0, and we're looking at a very furlong.
Furlong.
Oh dear, he's not looking happy anyway, guys. He's not. No,
he's had a mare.
He's not. He's looking very disappointed with himself. He's had a mare. Mr. Ed. Anyway, here's Gordon. Justin slides in from the side, takes the ball, no free kick. Asula. Well, Coley's like manhandling him there.
He just kicked him around the hip and no free kick. Mackham's equalised at Swans, incidentally.
Wow.
2-2.
From 2 behind. It's now a Desmond. A Coley again for Leicester. I mean, they've just been probably, like you say, Billy, one of the worst teams I've seen at St James's Park in a good while.
Yeah.
I mean, Wimbledon give us a better game than these are.
I agree. I totally agree.
It's funny how it's 1-0 at half time, and then Danny Ward's on the pitch, and then, literally 15 minutes into the second half, it's suddenly 4-0.
I mean, at least Sheffield United had a couple of shots, didn't they,
Yeah, they did. Tonali wins it back again for Newcastle, and now Longstaff. Back to Tonali. Lewis Hall crying for the ball here on the near side. Hall inside to Joe Linton. Now Tonali again. Just brushes the ball out to the far side to Trippier. Trippier inside the Longstaff. Back to Trippier. Newcastle just toying with Leicester City right now. And we all know, chasing the ball, Billy, it's extremely difficult.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the possession statistics were massively in our favour, so I imagine they're going to win our team sooner or later as well.
Yeah. 55% possession for Newcastle. Christensen on the left-hand side for Leicester City. I mean, it's just... The thing is, Billy, when Leicester go forward, they just don't have any conviction. It's slow. It's just rotten to watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't see, if they play like this all season, they're getting relegated. Simple as that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. He's just blew for offside, and then he's took a shot. How was that not a yellow card? Anyway, latest in the Premier League, Arsenal still 0-0 with Everton at the Emirates. Moving into the last 10 minutes in that game, Liverpool 1, Fulham 1, Newcastle, of course, 4, Leicester 0, and Molineux, Wolves 1, Ipswich 1. And that's been Ipswich's problem for a lot of the season. Chances to win games, Billy, and they just come away with a point.
Yeah. Sunderland taking the lead now at Swansea. Bellingham.
Sunderland in front, did you say?
Yeah, what a ball that is, by the way.
Yeah, superb ball. Now Barnes on the right-hand side. Overlap again from Trippier. Barnes cuts in. Barnes hits a left foot shot just wide.
Unlucky.
Not a bad effort. He got some pace behind that, Billy.
He did, yeah. He did. Good effort.
Yeah, only had one thing on his mind. Yeah, just curling away from goal.
I mean, the keeper wouldn't even done with it, was he?
I don't think he can dive Danny Ward, can he, Billy? I think he just puts shots on target and they normally go in the net.
He ain't great.
No. But listen, we needed this. We said at the start, Billy, that, go out, give them a hammer and get some goals, get the confidence going for the game. And that's exactly what we've gone and done.
100%. Gives us confidence for the Wednesday game.
Yeah.
And if we win that, then it gives us confidence for the next week.
Yep. Big week coming up for Newcastle, of course. This was the start of it. Get 3 points, get some goals, and then move on to the quarterfinal of the Carabao. Great play by Asula, bursting through the middle of the park here. He's got men to his left and his right. Barnes is screaming for it. In for Barnes! Barnes! And he gone too wide.
Yeah, I think he delayed it too long there, Asula, to be fair to him.
He did.
Good strength, though. Good strength from him.
Yep. Flying through the middle of the park there. Could have played it there, just delayed it.
Should have played it there, yeah. Oh, he's delayed it by way too long.
Yeah, Barnes had to let it come across his body, of course, so he could take the right-footed shot.
Yeah.
Gary Clark, thank you for your super chat. Leicester were better with a Jose Perez. Remember him? He's at Villarreal now.
He is. He gets picked in the Spanish squad and all.
I know. As Lewis Hall decides to take on literally the full Leicester team, and then a foul.
Well, that's got to be a yellow card. Sure, it's got.
Oh, he doesn't think he even made a foul there, Billy, to be honest. But it was. I think Joe Willock's about to come on, Billy.
Gordon or Joe Linton, do you think?
Well, I don't know, because we know Joe Linton could do with a rest, but I mean, we're talking, there's only 10 minutes.
Anyway.
Yeah, there's only 10 minutes left. I would say out of the two, probably Gordon, who's on the ball now and just spinning and turning and winning a free kick again. Willock is ready to come on, and Newcastle will make the change. It is Anthony Gordon to come off. And well played. He's had a good game today, Anthony Gordon. Caused all sorts of problems for James Justin on the right-hand side. Their right back. Wow. Well, Liverpool are with 10 men, of course. But still, Liverpool with 10 men are normally as good as most teams with 11. So good to see Joe Willock back again. And players back underway now with Kieran Trippier on the far side. Rolls it inside to Toon Army. And now back to Fabian Schär. You get the impression, Billy, the way they're knocking it around here, that job done.
Absolutely. One thing we're going to see that we don't see very often is Toon Army getting a full match.
Yeah. Joe Linton back to Lewis Hall now on the halfway line. Lewis Hall's socks, Billy, they seem to go down his legs like the clock. As the clock ticks down, so do Lewis Hall's socks.
Yeah. Oh.
He's certainly not afraid to get stuck in, Lewis Hall, is he? He's just not afraid at all. I mean, Leicester have offered literally nothing in this game. I mean, they look destined for relegation. Absolutely destined.
I couldn't agree more. Oh, yeah, here's my mate. Oh, it's probably another wanker. Declared ever read. Rat.
Yeah. Well, you haven't seen your mate, are you, today, Billy?
Good.
Deco Dover Reid, of course, former Fulham player. I mean, if Arsenal don't beat Everton, Billy, they'll be kicking themselves after the result at Anfield if it stays like this.
Well, it kind of opens things up for Chelsea and Man City, doesn't it?
Well, especially Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea is second in the table at the minute, but I can't believe that Arsenal haven't scored against Everton. I find that astounding.
Well, we've probably got 15 men behind the ball in Everton.
Sean
Dyche probably put his managerial bench on the goal line.
Yeah. Let's have a look at possession, shall we? 75% for Arsenal.
You've got no doubt about that.
Now Joe Willock for Newcastle. As Buonanotte goes for a roll around. That's not a head injury. What are you blowing your whistle for?
What a dickhead.
He's holding his right ankle. How is that anywhere near his head? I mean, he gets a slight little touch from Sean. It's not even a foul. Of course it's not.
He hasn't given a free kick, hasn't he, either, has he?
No. So it should be a drop ball to Newcastle, realistically. I mean, Ruud van Nistelrooy, I mean, Gordon, but he must be thinking, what the hell? To say he's taken on a mammoth job could be a bit of an understatement, Billy.
I think mammoths are still alive in Leicester, to be fair. They're that far behind the times, though.
Here's Tonali. And Fabian Schär now to Kieran Trippier. Longstaff. Trippier. And now Dubravka. And Fabian Schär. I sound like a bloody bingo caller at the minute. It's that easy. Schär goes long looking for the run of Joe Linton, and he's found the run of Joe Linton. Christensen sticks a leg out corner to Newcastle.
Let's have another one then. Let's have the old 5 up.
Yeah, I mean, Joe Linton was not giving that up, by the way. Julie J wants to know, does Van Nistelrooy know Benji?
Probably related.
Joe Linton's been solid today, Billy.
Yes, he's much better. He hasn't been holding his shoulder either, has he?
No, not once. I've seen that. Yeah.
Corner Sula, get you out of this.
Trippier to take the corner for Newcastle. Coming up to 5 minutes left in the second half. And it is Harvey Barnes straight down the goalkeeper's throat again.
Good effort, though.
He got some power behind that. Whipped it in first time.
That's the first save Danny Ward's ever made, isn't it?
Yeah,
Ever.
In his career, Billy?
even in training or school or playground, anything.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if I look back to the preview, Billy, did I predict a 4-0 win?
I might have. Yeah.
I might have. And everybody thought I was insane.
No, I think we all picked wins, didn't we?
And everybody thought I was insane before the game when I said, well, I'm really confident we'll hammer them today.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't expect Leicester to be actually as bad as this. But, hey, we can only go out there and do a job. And finally, we've gone out there and done a job today.
Leicester, they won the league, didn't they? But that was a fluke thing. They were a shit club. I can't stand Leicester. I never have to.
Yeah, but Leicester had a lot better players than this, Billy, when they won the league. Yeah.
They did indeed. Famous for 3 things, Leicester: Engelbert Humperdinck, Willie Thorne, and Gary Lineker.
Willie Thorne, Barnes,
and I had interest
from Hall, and Lewis Hall should have really scored there, and he knows it.
He should have scored.
Instead, it just brushed off the top of his head and went wide. Barnes' first time cross was blocked, then he got it back, sent it back in, and that is a sitter for Lewis Hall, really. Obviously, give Asula a shout because Asula moved out the way, and he didn't put it on target. Emma says she put in a super chat 4-0 to us. Spoon Snake went 4-1. Anderson says, Paul, how dare you predict a win against Leicester? I know, I was shot down from the highest. Not for predicting the win, but predicting the scoreline. But really, I mean, what I've been impressed with, Billy, is we haven't stopped. You know, we haven't just sort of scored a couple of goals and then sat back. We've controlled the game from round about 5 minutes onwards.
We've even been able to rest players, you know, Bruno and people like that coming off.
Yeah.
It's been a perfect day for us, really. I'm glad I spent it with you.
Thank you, Billy. I see what you did there. Lewis Hall. And now back to Dan Byrne to share. Trippier in a lot of space in the right back position. Spins, gives it back to Schär. Schär again, he's looking for that long ball. He's looking for somebody to make a run. It's well intercepted by Skip. He's trying to play it into Asula there. And very much an acrobatic interception. As Leicester look for a consolation goal here. They're not going to get it because they're offside. I mean, they are absolutely terrible. If I was a Leicester fan, honestly, and I'd gone all this way to watch this, dear Christ. Here's Tonali. Out to Barnes. Sorry, Trippier on the right-hand side. Trippier cuts inside, gets a bit of a... Well, ricochet went in our favour there, Billy, for once.
Yeah. That's how bad they are. They let him get ricochets.
Yeah. Joe Willock now. Willock. And that's going to go for a goal kick. So, a couple of minutes left, Billy. I mean, who's been your man of the match so far? Because Murphy, for me, has been outstanding again.
Yeah, there's been a few contenders, hasn't there, this week? You can say Murphy with his 2 goals and an assist. Lewis Hall's been outstanding at left back as well. I think Tonali's had a solid game. I think Gordon's had a solid game. 4 or 5, the 2 centre halves have been really good as well. Yeah, it's been a really, really good performance.
Well, it'll be for our viewers to decide. Don't forget, we're back at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, guys, for the review of the game and, of course, the player ratings. And then we're straight back into it, of course. Monday night, don't forget, a fantastic TTR special with Newcastle United midfielder Georgia Gibson. That should be a fantastic interview with Georgia. Ask her about the current season and, of course, Newcastle United women and their progress up the league, you know, what Amanda did for them and things like that. We'll get a real insight into that. And Tuesday night, of course, is the preview, followed by the War Lasses show. And then Wednesday night is, of course, Matchday Live again, Brentford in the Cup. So lots to look forward to on the Toon Review. So please do get subscribed to the channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload or a live show.
Yeah, Liverpool have equalised again.
Wow. I mean, that's the make of a possible championship side, Billy. 10 men coming back twice from a goal down.
I agree.
Nothing going on here, guys. Newcastle just knocking the ball around in Leicester City's half here. What a ball by Tonali out of Trippier on the right. Trippier, though, in no hurry really to bomb forward. Just a little 1-2 with Barnes. Now Fabian Schär joins the show and gives it away. Well won back by Joe Willock, though. Willock with an opportunity to get a cross in. Newcastle have plenty of people in the box. But they come inside to Tonali. Tonali, Trippier, now back to Willock. Trippier. I mean, Newcastle just taking the piss here. They really are. Literally, Geordie boys taking the piss. I think Leicester have given the ghost up, Billy. 5 minutes of additional time, by the way.
Yeah. We can't hear the sound, but I imagine the crowd is shouting Ole now.
Well, either Ole's or Geordie boys taking the piss. It'll be one of the two.
Yeah.
Sam, it's Monday night. Is Georgia Gibson, not tomorrow. It's Sunday tomorrow, Sam. Do you think she's been on the
alcoholic grape juice?
Yeah. It's the review tomorrow night at 7, and of course we have Georgia at 7 o'clock on Monday night. So make sure you all tune in, guys. Please do keep subscribing to the channel. Almost 4,000 watching today, consistently across YouTube and X. So welcome to all our new subscribers as well. There you go. Oh, shite. It's Sunday tomorrow on the beers. I told you.
Well, we've got a chance in the 5th here with this set piece. We've been good at set pieces.
We have indeed, yeah. I'll put this right near Danny Ward. It's going to be Lewis Hall to take it. It's a real up and under to the back post. Schär nods it back across, but I think Schär was too much of a stretch there to get any power in that header. And Tonali knocks it back to Dubravka, who's now literally playing as a midfielder and has been really for most of the second half.
We could have played a goal for Newcastle's taken. Let's be honest, he's not had a save to make, really, has he?
No.
They've been absolutely dire. Good.
Yeah. I mean, we've played well today. Dodgy first 5 minutes.
We've made them look dire, to be fair to us.
Yeah, we've dominated really from the 5th minute onwards. It's complete domination. You know, we've created some good opportunities. You know, Isak could have had a hat-trick. Murphy could have had a hat-trick. You know, this could have been so much more than 4-0. So we can't really say today's been a good day and a good day at an important time, Billy, for the match on Wednesday.
100%. But one swallow doesn't make a summer. We've got to keep playing like this now for the next however long, weeks and weeks and weeks. You can't just be a one-off.
I mean, obviously, we'll not play teams as bad as Leicester City every week, but we've got to. I mean, this puts us in a good mood and a good confidence builder for Wednesday night, and then hopefully on to Ipswich next weekend as well. Oh, what a tackle, Lewis Hall! Absolutely superb tackle, and Toon brings it away now. Asula in a lot of space here, but nobody's up with him. Good control by Asula. He's unfortunately tackled, but he did have 6 Leicester players around him, to be fair, and not one black and white shirt. And coming to the last sort of minute and a half or minute of the additional time. Newcastle 4, Leicester 0 on Matchday Live. It's literally been a stroll in the park for Newcastle today, Billy.
Yeah, it's been easy peasy lemon squeezy for us. And look at that, just giving the ball away in stupid areas.
Yeah, they are rank. I don't have much hope for them staying up this season after seeing them today, Billy.
No, absolutely not.
Dan Burn now as we are in the final minute of the 5 minutes of additional time. And Ruud van Nistelrooy, well, all he can look forward to tonight, Billy, is his plate of grass.
Yeah. Probably wish he took over Cheltenham or something like that.
Yeah.
Arsenal finishes 0-0, so that's definitely 2 points drop for Arsenal.
Yeah, they'll be gutted they haven't done anything there considering the Liverpool result. Liverpool dropping points today.
Sean Dyche is applauding the Everton fans.
Yeah, he's
very happy. Yeah. Very happy with life.
Shea had to be quick there. Daka breathing down his neck, but the last few seconds tick away. He is Joe Linton down the line now.
In the 94th minute.
Oh, that's a nasty tackle on Joe Willock. And Eddie is not happy with that tackle at all. And Willock is holding his leg. That was nasty from E. coli. Especially this late in the game. He's pooped. There's no need to make a tackle like that so late in the game.
Nasty.
You're 4-0 down. You're in the last seconds of injury time and you make a tackle like that.
What a wanker.
That's a shocker, that on Joe Willock.
Oh, straight through him.
And Eddie's expression says it all. Puts his head in his hands. And we can only hope that Joe Willock hasn't suffered anything from that. But the full-time whistle has gone. He's blown up and it has finished Newcastle United 4, Leicester City 0 in an absolute stroll in the park, Billy. That's all I can describe that game as, a stroll in the park today. The first 5 minutes weren't so great, I think it's fair to say. But after that, Billy, everything turned around and we just dominated.
I think it's an easy stroll in the park. As you said, it was as easy as a game of football you're going to get in the Premier League. Yep. Seriously, God. They were dreadful. We've played well today. We've been confident on the ball. We played some nice football. Yep. Scored 4 goals with it. Confidence boost for Wednesday. Fantastic. One swallow doesn't make a summer, though. We've got to keep playing like this now.
We have.
But once again, play a side with balance, you get the results. Eddie's got to learn. He's got to remember. Liverpool, he played this side. We played well. Last week, he changed things and it didn't work. Today, he's got it back to the balance again. And we've won the game easy.
Davey Verse, who's been a member for a month on the channel, said, poor lad, he's going to be walking in and out of that net for the rest of the game. Of course, talking about Danny Ward. Ian Fleming, this is more like it. Marius, we've read that one out. Let's have a look. Where are we at here? Gary Clark has sent in a couple of super chats. The latest one says, the way this team has been, great game today, it makes me worried about the cup. No, let's be confident. We've got to be confident. Alex, 4-0, walk in the park. But just what we needed, really. We said before the game that we wanted to go out there, get a few goals, put in a good performance. And to be fair, they've gone out there and done it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the team we needed. We needed, no disrespect to Leicester. They've been a fantastic team in recent years in the Premier League, but they looked really poor today, and I do worry a little bit for their Premier League safety if that's what they're going to put up. I've not watched enough Leicester to maybe certainly say that, but it was what we needed. We needed a slightly easier game. The fact that we did go 1-0 up meant there was more space and we just punished them. They had no answers for it. I think Van Nistelrooy's in for a really difficult season. 27 shots, 5 big chances. We accumulated just shy of 4 XG and we scored 4 goals. Arguably, there could have been a lot more than 4. We weren't clinical as clinical as we could have been, but Leicester was still, not at the races by any stretch of the imagination. So it'll be a really good confidence boost going into these sort of later Christmas fixtures in the cup game. Just what we needed.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, when you look back at it, Billy, Isak could have had a hat-trick. Murphy could have had more than his 2. It could have been 6 or 7. But again, they needed to go out there. They needed to go and do a job. They needed to get the morale and the confidence back for Wednesday night. And they've done it. And now they'll be in a very good headspace for the cup quarter-final.
And even better than that, we've brought players off to rest them, so they're going to be fine for Wednesday. We've had the majority of the ball. We haven't been chasing it around all day, so we're going to be fresh for Wednesday night. And I'm looking forward to Wednesday night. Let's have another performance like that, and we'll beat Brentford. The goals we scored, Alex, again, not just... yes, Isak's header was a simple sort of header, but the build-up to that goal was nice, and we're scoring some pretty good goals there today.
Yeah, it's from the same attacking patterns that we've been trying to implement for a long time, though. So it's about time that we've started scoring from them. There's been a lot of back post dinks that we don't finish off. So good that Bruno got a goal. I think it will do his confidence the world of good. He had a funny game, losing the ball a bit, the penalty shout. He got a bit emotional, got his yellow card. But then he got his goal and he's gone off. He's being rested. That's probably the best thing for him. It's nice to see a lot of these attacking patterns work because there's been so many games this season where we feel like we should have scored 2 or 3 goals and a half. We've scored none. Whereas today, kind of all of our Christmases came at once. A lot of the set pieces, a couple of goals from set piece situations today, and a lot of opportunities as well. It was good to get some minutes into legs like Trippier and Willock because we need those players to be ready for starts as well if needed. They'll be closer to that. I do hope Joe Willock is okay after that horrible challenge.
That was awful at the end.
I can't remember the name of that defender, but he did exactly the same to Osula as soon as Will Osula came on as well. He was lucky he hadn't been booked previously in that game. So a little bit unnecessary there.
Spike Milligan with a super chat. Thanks, Spike. The performance we should have had all season. Well done to the lads and great commentary again. How are the lads? It is. It's a feel-good factor now, isn't it? Because that's, you were talking about last week us not putting chances away, not being clinical enough when it counted, and then the second half went to shit. What I liked today, Billy, was the fact that we didn't take our foot off the gas. 2 goals went in very early in the second half. We kept at it again. We didn't sit back and just let Leicester have any of the ball. We played a 90-minute game there today.
Yeah, we played really well, but I think Leicester helped us. I don't think they had any defensive plan for us. There was no low block there, and we took advantage of it. And it was the easiest game of Premier League football you're ever going to get. They were dreadful.
They were very poor. Yeah,
probably the worst side I've seen at St James's Park in a very long time. And they're a million miles away from the team that won the league. I mean, you look at definitely. Leicester City, Premier League champions, and then you look at them today. The fall from grace has been incredible, but something I don't think that will ever happen again. A Leicester City winning the league. It was a once in a lifetime achievement, I think. But you know what? I think Isak for me looked very positive today. Looked very hungry to score goals. His finishing wasn't at its top level. He had a couple of opportunities. Obviously, the one-on-one that he missed, the brilliant cutback from Murphy that he blasted straight into the goalkeeper's arms. It could have been more for him, Alex.
Yeah, at the moment we're getting into a lovely situation where we're providing a lot more opportunities for Isak. We're getting him into the game more. He's receiving the ball not too deep, but early enough to get involved in build-up, and he's getting a lot of chances. Left, right, centrally, headers, outside the box. He's getting a lot of service now, and he's scoring a goal every single game now. He's banging one in, and it's important. Does he make silly decisions sometimes? Yes, he does. But we're giving him enough opportunities that he's banging in a goal every single game now, which is what we need. So we just need to keep giving him that service, and he will keep banging in a goal a game. He is that good, and hopefully imagine if he refines this even more, he'll be absolutely devastating. So we've just got to keep playing to Isak's strengths. I think he did a lot better in the first half, duel wise as well. He didn't win all of them, but I liked his. He was competing in the air a lot more competently against Vestergaard. He was trying a lot more, and that's what I want to see. If you lose the duel, fine, whatever. But you need to go and compete with that centre half. We can't just leave uncontested duels as a centre forward. He looks so much more comfortable, confident, and it's nice that we've got Osula on the pitch for a bit longer as well, because Isak can't do this all the way through to the new year. So we're going to need a bit of rotation as well.
Well, there you go, guys. That is it for Matchday Live. A very, very good performance from Newcastle. Don't forget, tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, we've got the match review where we'll take a deep dive into the game again. Obviously, have a vote for man of the match. We'll have a vote for Eddie in or out. We'll also do the player ratings. Monday, of course, a TTR special on the Monday night. We've got Newcastle United women's midfielder Georgia Gibson joining us. That'll be a fantastic insight into what goes on and how the ladies team has developed over the years with Amanda's influence and everything like that. Tuesday night, a double header. We've got the match preview for the Brentford game at 7 o'clock, followed by the War Lashes show at 8 o'clock with Sam and Aaron. And then Wednesday night, we're back at it again with Matchday Live, live commentary of the quarter-final between Newcastle and Brentford. So lots to come. So please do subscribe if you are new to the channel and like what you see. Thank you, everybody, for your super chats and memberships today. Thank you for the mods. Fantastic work again, mods. Billy, thank you. And, of course, to Alex as well. And a massive thank you to you guys for spending the match with us. And we'll do it all again tomorrow for the match review. But until then, have a cracking Saturday night. Don't forget, live at 5 o'clock, well, on now, is Chris at Evermore for his live match reaction. We've got my YouTube reaction coming up straight away. And, of course, the Patreon podcast match reaction with Billy and Alex. So loads of stuff to get yourself stuck into over the weekend. But thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening, folks. And we will see you very soon. Good night.
How are the lads and lasses?
Come back and check out the green.